Sakura. Provide me your... Okay, I guess my phone wants to at least provide me the wisdom. Motherfucking phone!
Provide you your phone? Well, if you insist, I absolutely will.
Ah. Hubba bubba. But... there you go. I gotta mute that. There you go. God damn it. Oh shit, that's loud. That's a leave it loud. Okay, there you go. Now I can finally turn it to the podcast. Hello, good day, good morrow, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Hello.
Oh, okay. This
Wait,
nice.
What the fuck? God damn it. God damn it. Welcome to another episode of Echoes of the Forest. I'm your host, Vincent RSN, the Wandering Elf, here to provide positive vibes and good times. And we have with us the lovely, amazing, majestic SakuraAfro. T is silent.
The T is silent. Don't forget this. Most important part of the whole name.
Don't add the two T's or you're gonna end up without an E.
They'll take their E?
Yeah. It's titty.
I'm done. I'm done here.
No, wait. I'm
done here. I'm looking off stage.
Wait.
You know what, Vincent?
Yes.
You get a kick out of horror and all that it incorporates, you masochist.
Yes.
Well, you're in luck because I do too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So let's talk about some RPG horror stories.
Alright, so this subject is under the category of what labels a RPG horror story, if you at least have some opinions about this as well. So,
well,
or even better, if you have one yourself.
Well, I mean, I have run many. Weirdly.
Yes, you very much have.
But I think our understanding of this particular topic is in two entirely different spectrums. See, me myself, I am of the mind of things that are horror oriented. The Call of Cthulhu's, the Aliens, the Dead Spaces, things of that nature. I guess to an extent.
Yeah.
I guess Laughing Gas and Vampire kind of fit in that category, but they're not all horror, so I can't really put them there. Laughing Gas really was the only one that was really horror. And then it went from being a horror story to some sort of slice of life, so, you know, as it happens.
Weirdly, it did, and then also you made it into a fucking rom-com. I want you to know I'm aware of what's going on my side.
I don't think I made a Laughing Gas into any kind of rom-com.
Are you sure about that?
I'm fairly certain.
I'm more of a VTM.
How so?
Don't worry about it. I don't know, something, The Prince, or some shit like that. I'm trying to remember.
No, Vincent. Laughing Gas. Not vampire.
Well, oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, Peanut. But okay, at least I'll admit the one bit in Laughing Gas was technically my horror story of I kind of acted like a whiny baby in that one part. It was like, eat my moment.
It's just your moment. It was supposed to be everybody's moment.
I know, and I tried, and I got angry over nothing, and I own up at least like the one little scene throwing like head of man. I was like, was it head? Yeah, it was head.
Head.
Was it head?
In dark crevices.
Yeah. Or some shit like that. I remember it was just like, bro, this is my moment. And then we tried to redo it. I was like, nah, But
Mm.
it's been a hot minute. Trying to remember. Because I think the only closest thing that I had was like, whenever I was hanging out with some IRL friends, and they wanted us to at least meet this other friend group they knew, and they were doing a Call of Cthulhu session. Dude had just a piece of paper on a table with a bunch of squares, and it was basically based off of their imagination. And the dude was just smoking the good kush while being a GM. Because before that, we played like a few games of Munchkin. While he was trying to explain, like, oh, these guys were going against like the cliche Nazis and whatnot. And he's like, oh yeah, y'all should join. And then we never fucking joined. We all kind of like, we're like, yeah, we're interested. And then at the same time, no one.
Liar.
I mean, yes. None of us showed up because since I wanted to make sure to stick with them, and then no one else kind of like joined. And I was like, I did feel bad. But then at the same time, I was like, I got no time for this. I think there was only one time that I was fucking free. And then I looked at my phone, and it was the people from that session trying to see if I was going to join. But I was like,
I should have just said no, Vincent.
I should
say no.
I know.
Can't start setting expectations for folks.
And
what
that's,
the hell?
but that's why I try to at least keep you informed. That was like before we did the D&D stuff.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Hello.
But yeah, no. I think that's the closest thing. What?
That's what I'm saying. Like that, you're talking about horror stories in terms of people and the sessions before they become the sessions, or maybe in between the sessions,
or even before the sessions.
People are the horror.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like the actual game itself. Like when I'm talking about the Call of Duty things stuff, where I'm talking about like the horror that I have introduced. Because I think one was about Wendigos, another one was about body snatchers.
Yes, there was one of the body snatchers.
Cultists.
One where you kidnapped my mom.
No.
Okay.
I never ran a Call of Cthulhu thing for you guys.
Oh yeah.
This is a different group of peoples.
Oh, okay. Wait, what was the concept of that one? Because of body snatchers and whatnot.
Well, they're all set in like the way early like 1900s type deal.
Okay.
So it's more like that sort of weird black and white past dystopia type of deal where everything seems perfectly normal on the surface, and then gradually over time it becomes more and more corroded until you realize that you are stuck in your own personal horror movie.
Okay.
And this one was basically that. It was just like eventually you begin to realize that many of the people in the town are slowly getting replaced, and they're all saying things that are very out of character if you pay enough attention, until eventually they try to replace you.
Body snatching. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the most literal sense.
Would it be amalgamations that do it, or like?
Never know.
Okay.
That's part of it. The mystery has to be like the most important thing of it all. Because if you know what it is, then the level of fear is dropped drastically.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think what else a part of it. Because primarily, okay.
It's kind of similar to that game that is still on Steam and still, I think, very much not continued. They may have started over again.
Which
I don't know. The World of Horror.
Probably not.
Yep.
I haven't heard anything new about that game.
Fairly certain it may be dead, but still, for what the content that it does have, that is probably the closest thing that you could get to an RPG horror story in the more literal sense.
But just go figure, because especially since like, I don't know, it depends on how you roll your RPG horror stories. Because the closest thing we usually have are like okay levels, nothing too like out there. Because we already have your amnesias and stuff like that. Sometimes some people make some fairly hit or miss stories. I don't know. It also depends if you're invested in story-wise.
Well, investment is like the whole part of it. You can't run anything like that without investment.
Yep.
There's just no point.
It kind of sucks, because then, like, if, you know, because it also depends if people are going to act in a way where they're more about the horror, or are they here for like illegitimate intentions, kind of like, oh hey, I'm going to try to be a murder hobo to everything, instead of, no, you can't do that. If you do that initially, there's going to be consequences, like,
For I guess one route, yeah.
I mean, now, okay, legitimate question, as a DM yourself, from at least your experience. Do you like the concept of actions have consequences in your stories? Or do you just leave it alone in that sense, to let them cook?
No, I think I try to be very balanced in how that works, but actions have consequences. They just do.
They do. But it just depends on the scale. Because I was always curious about that. Because I know, depending on, you know, DM to DM, that how they would punish for at least either playing around or fucking around and find out kind of mentality. So I was just rather curious on how your normal scale as a GM yourself would be compared to, like, oh, if we would ask someone like Ryan or anyone else that would at least DM in that a format that would be like either Call of Cthulhu, Vampire the Masquerade, or just even anything homebrew.
I mean, everybody has their own preference on that. There's no they're similar, I guess, game masters, but usually everybody's different in how they do things. So
Okay.
it's as wide and diverse as all the many people that walk this life.
Yeah. It's also depending, because I'm trying to think. Because I always have a conversation with Kira about this, where you try to at least make sure what's everyone's comfort zones in terms of certain subjects. So, and like, you know, I know you don't try to touch something too serious unless you know the parties at least has the vibe that they're okay with it, right? Yeah, because I know, like, you know, the obvious dumb shit like we've gone through, where like there's the, you know, fade to black if someone wants to get nasty with the NPC, or the more darker subjects that shall not be proceeding forward with being discussed, because those kind of subcategories are, I guess, to me, disgusting, but some people at least think it's entertaining. Like, I kid you not, with the amount of RPG horror stories I read in terms of like people choices, it's gross. It's really gross, Sakura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their very nature. They're all gross stories that have been collected and curated for the sole purpose of reopening wounds for entertainment.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of those things, but
that's the bare bones. I mean, that's why people create creepypastas and all the other junk. Just like, people, unfortunately, to one extent or another, kind of get off on suffering.
Yeah. And just curiosity just will always be the winner of most situations.
Yeah.
So
it's one or the other.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else, because I don't know. Okay, second question for you for this, that we're still in this category. What do you think is your primary favorite in terms of constructing a horror story? The suspense behind it, or trying to create a monster that you believe is going to be the primary creature in the dark?
Neither.
Neither. Okay.
Neither. It's always the player interaction with whatever is placed in front of them, because I've seen, simply via using I guess laughing gas as an example, I'm pretty sure at one point the three of you were in a room and you hadn't progressed to the next room because you were still trying to battle in your own minds with a disembodied face floating in the darkness, haunting you.
Okay, fair enough. I can't... Listen, I thought it was a worth it fight, alright?
It was amazing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that that's what I live for. It's like, I like that. I love that kind of thing. Like, whatever crazy creatures are a dime a dozen. It doesn't matter how you make them.
A Terminator
big, small,
shark.
Imaginary, very real. All that stuff is subject to much criticism, but like what you guys interpret it to be is the most fun, at least for me.
Yeah, especially whenever you know the ones that are freaking out are the people that are trying to like solve how the fuck do I fight this without metagaming and shit like that.
I also like not knowing what the player's phobias are, like, at all. I'll never ask, simply because that, even if you're trying to avoid doing that specifically, because usually whenever you ask that question it's because you're going to absolutely include those things in some way, shape, or form. So they're already prepared for it. But the other thing is that you put yourself into a box.
Yeah.
At least in my mind, you start to incorporate that and only that throughout, as opposed to just having it here and there, and then it just becomes, well, what are you scared of? This? All right, well, this is what you're up against. Have fun.
Yeah, and that ends up being too predictable, especially if you ask that generalized question. I think I remember at least listening to a tabletop RPG where someone basically tried to put people's trauma as their kind of like problem of the story. And it was like very not okay, because they were trying to use people's personal issues as a storytelling without the seeming consent behind it. And it's just like, that is also going to be a major factor at the end of the day, that if you're going to touch something that, even if it's, you know, horror themed or Vampire the Masquerade or yada yada yada, you have to make sure everyone's cool with it, or it's not going to at least cause any positive outcomes. You're gonna at least have people pissed off at you. Never fun.
Which is why I have taken the road less traveled, and simply we experience it together,
singing Kumbaya and etc. etc.
Yeah, like blanket dolls and you and goblins.
Goblin? Wait. When did I? Oh.
It's a knee-jerk reaction. Goblin, die.
I'm not Goblin Slayer, I swear. It wasn't my fault.
This man, Goblin racist.
I'm not Goblin racist. No, there was the one session. I think it was with Lily, Idan, and I think a few other people, that I was role-playing as normal, like, I think it was either a half-elf or something like that. And they bring in, like, a dark elf, and then I end up being like, oh, I don't trust this guy. It's like, why? Because he's a dark elf. It's like, RPG racism. And I was like, wait, no. Wait.
Gosh.
It was the one time, and I learned my lesson.
In 4K.
I'm not racist. Fuck. At least I'm not that person that's like, it's okay. I have other ethnicities as friends, so I can get away. It's like no.
It's It's one of those situations where that it just makes me think back to the Dragon Ball Super thing.
Don't shoot him.
He's not black.
They knew what the fuck they were doing. They knew what they They knew what they were doing. There's no way in fucking hell they would just sit there and be like, this is acceptable. No. No way in fucking hell. They did not look at that script and be like, oh, this is gonna cause a knee-jerk reaction. Those motherfuckers out there, the fucking English dub side of Funimation. I know you motherfuckers and how you play. Don't fucking even. Fuck. I can't. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else to add for what counts a horror story as a horror story. Well, there's usually the suspense, but it's also based off of the characters, but you know. Yeah, because I think one of these days I'll eventually try to touch, dabble in the GM side, but I look at it and I sit here and I'm like, this is kind of spooky. A spooky dookie, if you will.
It's not scary, it's just work.
Yeah. And I'm already stressed as it is. Haha.
No, you'd maybe be pushing it if you try to micromanage that as well, at least for the time being. But it depends on the scale.
That's
also
true.
You don't have to make something that'll break your brain open like a cracked egg.
I know there's usually templates, especially if I try to dabble in the D&D side versus like in general role systems, because I know Vampire has its base. So if I wanted to touch that or Mutants and Masterminds, at least jumping between everything in between has given me experience. Yeah.
I will say that if you do pick up a template instead of just crafting one, you do have to still have, which you already do, so it's fine, but just like a level of creativity with what you're doing, because they don't give you line for line, piece by piece, everything that you're supposed to be doing.
Oh yeah.
That's for you to create. They just give you what is involved right now.
Yeah, like the tidbits and stuff like that. But and also be ready if you find that one of the players have read the fucking template and try to fucking cheat their way through it. I kid you not. There was apparently a RPG horror story where a man's tried to at least act all high and mighty and create a full fucking build to get through a template someone went through. Like the man knew, was like, oh, this item's supposed to be right here. Oh, this creature's supposed to be here. So the GM caught wise to his bullshit, and he ended up changing things around so that they can't get away with the same shit new day kind of thing. That man was angry by the end of it, and he tried to get his tabletop RPG girlfriend to at least join in fucking leaving the table. She did. But I think it was funnier that the dude started dating one of the people that were a part of the session. And I'm like, bro. Christ. People are fucking crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything really else to add. Is there anything on your side that you put your opinion to it?
No, not at this particular moment.
Okay.
I'd have to do more with it to have the right kind of dialogue that I would want to put across, because I haven't had the chance to, from start to finish, do something like that. Usually many of my horror-related things have, as I've mentioned, filtered into every other category and never remained exactly as it was supposed to be. So when I run one from start to finish like that, I will let you know.
But Sakura, when is going to be the Halloween special one-shot where it's spooky, scary skeletons and we're running through a fucking haunted mansion?
It doesn't have to happen on Halloween. I can do that at any point.
I know,
just like friggin' Silent Hill.
I mean, we did do that. To be fair, that was actually really fun.
But it went from a horror thing to a comedy.
Yeah, but that's the expectation in horror, like horror RPGs. You're gonna at least get it turn into like a comedy because how the people we work with are usually like usually fuck around and inevitably lead into finding out. Because we end up getting a security guard to become an almighty deity.
Yeah.
A chick that's constantly being kidnapped like a damsel in distress. An angry old man that just hates Mondays. And then inevitably dies. And yeah, that's the long and short of it. And that if we go back, I have to re-roll an entire new character for plot-wise.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do, but it's worth it because he saved his granddaughter.
Yeah.
I think I hope that was not too much. I thought that was a fun little snicky, like a little tibby bit.
I think it was fine.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think we'll leave that subject there. And now we're gonna at least hop over, since it's my turn to pick. Let's do No Man's Sky versus Starfield. The new fucking $70 sensation stuck in a new location.
It's not all the same, which is what the whole reason I bring up the verses, but also to respond to that comment, Kieran. Yes, it is very much the idea of what you would think you'd get visiting a necromancer's house, in the sense of just like this horrible, spooky place where a dude's literally ripping the bones out of people's bodies, and you get there, he's just having them with trumpets and saxophones singing along to the most ridiculous song, and you're just like, well, that was anticlimactic.
I don't know why, because the only issue is because most of the group we have in general doesn't go into the serious side. We rather inevitably lead into a joking side, even whenever, like, even if we have like a serious moment, like you know, when Charles did his speech, or when everyone else was like kind of having their moment. Then inevitably we throw a wrench in there and being like, haha, funny, haha.
I mean, yeah, those moments can happen regardless, and it's not like they break everything. But when it only becomes that, then it's an entirely different genre.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it hasn't only become that yet, which is why it's great. We get humor and horror at the same time, and sometimes action, and then other times sadness. Don't know how we get sadness, but we get sadness.
I mean, but for real. But
something that isn't sad is No Man's Sky and Starfield. It's very interesting.
At least early release No Man's Sky.
Yeah, we're not gonna do early as they are.
We're
right
doing
now,
current time No Man. Okay.
As they are, I will say that they both have very different flavors, despite having
the same
for the most
concept,
part, the same premise. Yeah.
Oh, then wouldn't you also add in what was it? Star or something? There was another game. Fucking
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, there's Star Citizen and Elite Dangerous, but I can't put those two in because then the battleground kind of shifts a little bit because they're not solely on the planet. Like, they added planet-based things afterwards, but most of that stuff was in space. In Starfield and No Man's Sky, that you start on a planet, whether you want to or not. You're on. I think in Starfield you start on like a moon, mining in some place. But I think for me, comparing the two, No Man's Sky is still more or less a sandbox that occasionally has a story. Usually.
Okay. I mean,
like, you have to make the story basically with No Man's Sky. In Starfield, it's all there. It's like this huge sci-fi drama right out the gate that I'm actually kind of surprised for.
Really?
In a good way. for a
Okay.
change. But yeah, because it's the first Bethesda game that doesn't on release come with infinite bugs and
That's
problems
weird because
and pain. Yeah, no, this thing is just 100% out the box perfect, and that's
huh.
weird.
Okay, so there was only one thing I've heard before the illegitimate release that someone ended up buying multiple copies from like a Best Buy or something like that, or they either nicked it or something like that, and they tried to try it out themselves, and then they were like, "Oh, this early game was a big pile of shit," and I was just like, "What?"
That is their whole issue right there. They decided to do an early anything with a Bethesda game that if it comes out and the game is bad, that's one thing. But if you played it and it was early access, that's entirely on you.
Honestly
100%.
speaking, that is their fault for at least trying to touch something that's early access instead of letting a full game release. But is it
And the full game's good.
Okay, but okay, now I have to at least ask you, like in a very serious manner, is the game worth its price to you, in your opinion? Yes. Actually,
yeah, no,
oh, I think it was like pre-order was like almost $70, man.
I don't think a pre-order is worth it, depending on what's included additionally.
Yeah, like on the Steam store page, they had it be charged like, oh, it is, yeah, no. If you try to buy the normal Starfield game, it's $69.99 on Steam, like right on its page, and I'm like, motherfucker, you got me fucked up to at least think I'm gonna buy $70 whenever I could have bought like a bunch of Happy Meals and a bunch of shakes. Haha, no.
Yeah. I think at some point they had it for like $56 or something like that, but still,
it's digital premium.
Yeah, no,
it's
as
like
a $60, it's I think it's worth it for 60. For 70, I haven't seen enough of it to say that that's right or wrong of them to have done. But the fact that it's a game that again works perfectly fine. As far as I've been watching, yeah. At least for that fact alone, it's not an Oblivion, Morrowind, friggin' Skyrim. It's none of those. Not a Fallout 3, 4, 76. It's none of those things.
I mean, at least I think but
not
that's
even mentioning the other ones are not as popularly known.
Yeah,
depending on who you are, because obviously
they've
made so many games.
Yeah. You mean also kept re-releasing to the point where they're like, hey, do you want us to stop re-releasing Skyrim? Stop buying the copies then, gamers. And meanwhile, the gamers that keep buying the same fucking copy of Skyrim or even the special edition of Skyrim, they're in their pile of copies and they're like, no.
Gonna keep doing it.
I'm gonna keep doing it. I love Skyrim, and it's like, stop, please, we're begging you. We don't want to keep making the same fucking game.
No one loves it that much. I'm pretty sure those people had to rebuy the game because of the modders. That's the only reason you would rebuy Skyrim, is because somebody on the modding team was just like, I don't want to roll back. I think I'm just going to do this. And then another person's like, I'll do that too. And then another person said that. And then eventually, there was more mods for the updated version of the game than there were for the previous installation of the game. At least as far as like new content was concerned. Because there's always going to be old stuff. The people who made stuff for like Legendary Edition did not go to Special Edition. And then the Special Edition, people were like, Anniversary, go to hell. But eventually everybody was like, well, actually, Anniversary doesn't look too bad.
But the end all be all.
Let me check that out for a second.
Like,
well, yeah. I think.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, I had to ask this question because I originally looked at the pre-order price, and I looked at it. And I even went to like Kira about this. I was like, "Honey, would you spend $70 for a space travel game?" And she said no. And I was like, you got me fucked up whenever there's so many space-based adventure games. I like.
But Vincent, you have to be devoted to it for that.
Yeah, but it's a game that we all know the horrid history of Bethesda.
Yeah, which is why it's weird that it's none of those things. The horror stories can't be equated to
The horror
Starfield.
stories can't bust down the door yet.
Not yet. As far as I know. But again, it's a big game. I haven't seen a lot of it because I actually want to partake in it. So
you want to dip your fingies into it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get it cheaper because I'm also not paying $70.
There we go. That's the correct answer, my brother in Christ.
60, fair enough. $10 extra. All right, you gotta give me $10 worth of extra content for that. Give me the season
Apparently
pass.
It's
with that $10 extra.
So, you know, one of the people that I know that did download it, like, at the release date, it was like 119 fucking gigs. And here's the thing. You can't put it in a side hard drive. You have to put it in a primary, or the shit don't work.
Yeah, they did the exact same thing with, they didn't do it with Cyberpunk, but they definitely did it with Baldur's Gate. Like, that was like,
oh, really?
200 gigs. Yeah, no, that's somewhere near 200 gigs to download that game. And when it like, because I had already pre-ordered it, and not pre-ordered. Yeah, I had already pre-ordered it, had the early access, all that junk. But when the game fully released, and you had to like uninstall it and then reinstall it, it's like somewhere near 200 gigs.
No, I can't. See,
it probably is 200 gigs now because they've made updates, so it's probably like 200 plus gigs.
I don't know, man. I can't. I can respect anyone enjoying like a high-end game and stuff like that, but it's already hard enough as it is whenever you know that, like, unless you, as a devoted person with those type of games, can play it all the way through, or at least be ready to replay it again and again, unless you have that kind of devotion. It's like how some people like MMOs, like Final Fantasy 14, or even just like World of Warcraft, that if you know that you can handle it, that you can play it by yourself, cool. I can't. My attention span is a peanut, and if it's gonna take that much, and meanwhile my ass is like gonna use it very likely for like variety of streaming, if it's worth it, I would. If not, I am not gonna pay fucking attention to it.
Well, that is why there are two. There is No Man's Sky, and then there is Starfield.
Okay, you know what? I can't argue that.
That's the whole point of this, is that they have brain shut off space game, and then they have brain turned to the max space game.
Because I can... Well, at least for the sakes of you, because I respect you more than a lot of people in the universe.
Universe?
Yeah. Because I was gonna at least bring up that some people have pointed out their opinions via the review side of it, but since you want to experience it like it's a fresh newborn that you're about to consume as a vampire, I'm not gonna at least do that for you.
I appreciate that.
I ain't gonna do you dirty.
The analogy that you just made, but I do appreciate this.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I have
consume
to go
that baby.
Eat a child. Hold on.
Listen, sometimes in life. Okay, now it's your turn to talk.
See, you're the one who's you're gonna push me over the edge to cannibalism. Gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up one day and be like, you know, people might taste good actually. You cook them right.
You cook them right. They seem cooked. Let me bring out my fork and spoon. I mean,
quite possibly.
At least you have experience in No Man's Sky, and you've stated that at least it's better than it was originally. Yeah.
That is the case. It still requires you to have a beefy computer or not care about looking at the most grotesque looking Play-Doh you've ever seen in your whole life. Yep.
I still can't get over this.
It's still playing in the background.
Meanwhile, me just sitting here being like, yeah, y'all can at least enjoy your games. If I want to do a space game, I'll just play Astroneer. which is
Fair.
super Play-Doh looking, and then if I can just get people to come join me in that fucking old game, like that 2016 old game.
Back. I'm not going back.
You know what? Fair. I can't argue with that.
I'm not going back.
Or what? Wait, did we ever play that
exact
together?
same reason? Yes.
Did we? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
No, we played Space Engineer. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I hated that game because it got like my brain couldn't comprehend the shit out of that. I like the game.
You really have to think like a rocket scientist in the most literal sense in order to have fun with that game.
Bro, I'm too fucking stupid for that. I can't provide that type of knowledge whenever my attention
It's like
spans,
high-tech Minecraft, like those people that go and download
Play
those mods
IRL
that
crap.
create like nuclear weapons and fission batteries in that game. And I'm just like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much about a game about knocking down blocks, making a pickaxe, and mining for the rest of your entire life.
Yes. So hello, Nerdbird, with the explanation of check your balls.
Ball check.
Okay, let me check. Yep, they're still there. Thank you very much for at least having me do a ball check. I don't know. So, alright, I have to say it. Fine. I wouldn't mind the idea of eventually getting... Are you sure about that? Yeah, they're pretty squishy down there. Squish, squish, squish. I wouldn't mind eventually trying to go back to No Man's Sky. Originally, I was kind of like, haha, fuck that. But if they fixed it, then I guess I would give it a try. That or Starfield. But I would have to delete a lot of fucking video games I keep saving because my brain is like, don't worry, people will ask me to play video games with them, especially whenever I get super sidetracked. No, they don't. No, they don't. I carry hope.
Sometimes you just have to carry a big enough rock and just throw it at their head, and then they'll be like, hey. But then that'll also start a conversation about playing a video game.
No, and then also make sure that they're interested in the game, but then if they're there to be like, oh, I'm just here just because I like the company, I'm like, cool. Are you going to have fun with it?
Yeah, that's the worst. I'm not gonna lie. That's the worst. But
Yeah.
Listen, Vincent, alright?
Yeah.
The people are there, alright? The people are there.
The people are there.
When you, Nerdbird, and whoever the other person was that you were playing with play Apex. They're there.
Ah, you watch. I know you lurk in the darkness and be like, Apex.
I am the night.
Apex, why you torture yourself? Cause I want to catch up with other people. And then I derank even further, and then I cry harder.
Oh.
I originally got to Rookie 2, and then I got down back to Rookie 5.
Saddest days.
Man, fuck Rick.
But it's okay, Vincent. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because at any point in time, you could just convince them to play Attack on Titan 2. The greatest friendship game ever.
Yes, let's just play Spider-Man with swords.
Yes. Where's the problem with that? Spider-Man with swords and guns. Don't you
Apparently
cut
there's
that content for them?
I mean, I'm not, but I'm just saying that I have to play catch up so I can catch up to other friends that are trying to also rank up this season. And I'm like, I'm torturing myself so I can play catch up with other people that I'm cool with. You see the weird twisted way? Yes, it's a choice.
That is a choice.
And I'm a masochist. You're a masochist. I'm a masochist. We're all masochists out here. But at least we're all masochists to our own amalgamations.
Yes.
Hit your shots and everything will be fine. Shut up, nerd.
Check your six sometimes.
I do. It's just we keep jumping in point. Okay, so the one thing that annoys me, this is completely unrelated to this. I ain't the one missing. Yeah, you are. The fuck you mean? Get out of here.
All I know is I saw at one point you guys were in a fight with someone. I looked off screen to do something else because I was doing something else at the time. Came back to the stream. All of you were on the ground. I was like, what the hell just happened in minutes? What happened?
We got
in
outplayed.
minutes?
We got outplayed. That's the only thing that sucks the most. Whenever either A, we couldn't at least, exchange properly, or B, they at least they played us in a slightly better fashion than we were playing. It always ends up being like bend over and cough. Because at least that game specifically, especially if you try to be in tryhard mode, it goes by really fucking fast. Like, I look at like 5 games in, and then I look at the time whenever I'm streaming, barely an hour, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? If you want to speedrun being miserable, just play a video game in ranked. I do it because
both are bad. When you speedrun, when you play ranked,
yes,
against other people are like, wrong neighborhood, friend.
It's that, or how people at least will chase after you. But anyways, go ahead. Yeah.
I was just gonna say it's all about the endorphins, right? It's the adrenaline, it's the kick that you get from when you do succeed that oftentimes is the reason you'll keep playing.
Yeah.
If you just lost every single friggin' time, there's no way that you would keep playing a game that you were just losing exclusively. It's when you win that gets you back into it, and you're like, all right, another game.
Yeah, the fucking serotonin hit different whenever you're playing one of those intense.
It's the gambling brain telling you won. No. Go again, champ. You won. Go again. You lost. Oh, it's fine. Go again.
Why do I feel called out? I'm a little bit called out here, buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is a time in Danganronpa when you couldn't get away from the slot machines.
Listen, we didn't lose anything. We just progressed.
Gambler.
Yes, I am. Sakura, I am a high-risk bitch, where I risk almost everything.
High-stakes gambling. All about the Mets, baby.
It's all about the Mets, baby.
Fire.
God damn it. I'm trying to think. So, since you know more than I do about No Man's Sky and Starfield, at least in terms of differences, because I'm gonna be real, I look at some of the space genre, and I kind of keep it to like a bare minimum to, I guess, certain factors, kind of like Astroneer, obviously, you get to explore. You gotta make stuff, yada yada, Minecraft, yacht logic, da da da. And then... What?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say something. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but I'll do it after.
Okay. And then we have No Man's Sky, where, if I recall correctly from the base, before they eventually fixed their shit, and I understand the original basis was, hey, this was a smaller team anyways to begin with, but it got so overhyped as fuck that, yeah, they kind of had fires every left and right until they could finally fix some shit. Versus Starfield, that was made by Bethesda of all people, given... I don't know how long the time period for Starfield was given, but
I think it was like a game that was cooking for like maybe somewhere around 9 years. I'll look. I'll do some research while you're talking.
Yeah, that like, what does it technically provide that, one versus the other has? Because we see that with No Man's Sky, there's space exploration, going to these new planets, seeing these different creatures, versus Starfield, that's also going to space and adventuring things. And the only thing they kind of say, no, you can't do that, is land on a gas planet, because, I don't know, maybe it's because it's a fucking gas planet, not an actual, like, solid ground.
25 years.
What? Oh. Wait, how long was No Man's Sky originally constructed? Then, in that case, so 25 years.
I would have to look. Yeah, it was at least publicly being worked on for at least 6 years, but altogether, apparently, 25 years.
Oh, shit. Well, Huh, okay. Well, then I can't really be mad at Starfield because they were cooking it with time and effort and not dragging feet. And also having a proper, like, company-based team. Anyways. Versus something like No Man's Sky, they didn't really have that many people. But they were trying to at least present something, but they were also forced, because gaming companies are kind of bullshit, whenever you're part of a company being like, hey, you're only given this amount, can we push it back? No. Go fuck yourself. No. I don't know. I don't think that's exactly one for what with No Man's Sky, but all I remember was they tried to at least push it back. They did, but even then, whenever it fully released, it was still a house fire on its own. But they did. They eventually did fix it, of course. There were a lot of drawbacks. There were people that were demanding refunds, and Steam ended up providing said refunds. And then, like, for a time, they were giving away the game for free at one point, right? Or am I thinking Red? Not
No,
Red.
I think they gave No Man's Sky away for free at some point, but then they,
They finally
and that might
fixed
have
this
just
shit.
been like a deal or something that they had on the game where it's like, this is free, take it. I definitely took it at that point in time. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying for this. And then they made a game where I was like, I might have paid for this.
And, you know, it is what it is, and I can't really... They eventually did come back. So I can't give them too much shit, other than, like, hey, they made up for it, they fixed their oopsie doopsie. So, you know.
Maybe not 4 years for the development of No Man's Sky.
Ah, yeah, no, that's not enough time for, like, an open world kind of thing. You're just kind of shooting your foot at that point. Oh. Did they make a new Mega Man game? The fuck? Anyway, sorry. ADHD's kicking in. Was there
2
anything
years,
else
8 months.
Starfield was supposed to provide, though? That was my question. That was supposed to be, like, different than what No Man's Sky was having. Because then at that point, it's just
You
people...
said what's the difference?
Yeah, what was the realistic difference? Because at that point, it's just people just trying to find a pretty-looking game with the
All
same
right,
space concept.
Gotta roll up some sleeves here.
Alright.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The biggest difference between No Man's Sky and Starfield
Uh-huh.
is building.
Wait, what?
I know, you can hold your applause. You can hold your applause.
Wait. No,
building.
say that one more fucking time again.
Building. The biggest thing that's different between No Man's Sky and Starfield, the biggest thing, is building.
That's it?
Everything else is just one does it better than the other kind of deal. Like,
Oh.
I have yet to see any building in Starfield, but like at all.
I mean, I guess.
It's a sci-fi shooter, right? It's a sci-fi shooter / space explorer, planet exploring game. And No Man's Sky is at the very core of it. It's a build, explore, occasionally fight something if you really, really want to, but usually build, explore, repeat. Find out the mystery of it all, and the mystery's not as interesting as you expect.
Okay. So there's not really much other than that, and then, you know, No Man's Sky
The
has...
fight, the fight is better in Starfield, I've seen. Obviously the combat is a priority with Starfield, so of course it's better across the board.
Okay.
I'd say I haven't seen them yet as far as sentient alien creatures, because I'm still seeing snippets of the early game and not the rest of the game on purpose. So again, most of this is from a place where I have to experience it myself in order to give you the meat and potatoes of everything. But as far as I've seen, just right out the gate, diversity of like sentient alien life is probably higher in No Man's Sky.
I mean,
That's
guess, huh?
That's partial to further analysis, I will mind you. But yeah, as far as I've seen, No Man's Sky has like a stupid amount of alien societies that all interact differently with each other.
Okay.
And then counting into the alien wildlife, they got a lot. They got a lot.
I can't.
It's probably the biggest leg up with all of those procedurally generated planets and all that junk.
That's true. I mean,
But what they do with it may not be as impressive as Starfield, where everything is more focused and like there's like a specific kind of narrative that they're trying to throw across that is easier to understand than No Man's Sky is. Well, if you don't find it, then you won't know. And that's the mystery, folks.
That's the end all be all, gamers.
I won't spoil any like story-based stuff because it is probably the only really like cool and innovative thing. It's my opinion. In No Man's Sky is just like discovering why you're there on that planet that you start with, and why everything's kind of awful without a little bit of ingenuity and know-how. So it's cool. It's cool to know.
All right, fair enough. All right. Is there anything else to add to that? Actually, generally speaking,
Probably performance.
Performance, yeah.
That's probably the biggest one.
Okay.
No Man's Sky probably has a little bit better performance than. I mean, not No Man's Sky. Starfield probably has more better performance than No Man's Sky.
Hopefully, with how much fucking gigs it fucking takes.
Bro, I didn't adjust any of my settings from the last time I played the game, and it was chugging along until I turned on the DLSS for my video card. So unless you have that, wonderful listener, you will have a bad time in No Man's Sky because you won't be able to play anything besides a slideshow. A wonderful, pretty-looking slideshow.
Yikes on bikes. What the fuck?
Yeah, so if you don't have some sort of tie-in graphical setting that you can switch to, or your graphics card is just that beefy, probably not a point to try and play it right now.
I mean, fair enough. I think I wouldn't touch it necessarily unless I'm like playing with someone, because like the normal logic.
Third option, you just don't care about how bad it looks and you're more invested in what you're doing as opposed to what everything looks like. That's the other thing, because you can definitely like minimize settings.
Okay.
To get it to work.
Yes. My logic with it. Focus.
Focus.
On just the game, not the visuals. Because I'm not a picky bitch with visuals.
Fair enough, then you'll probably be able to have a just fine time in the No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Okay.
And for you specifically, who still has one, it has VR capabilities. That's one thing it has over Starfield.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Yep.
I can't argue
probably
that.
The VR is more. The VR is probably more what keep people staying there than the base game. But I don't know. I haven't looked. I haven't asked.
Well, I'm just waiting for someone to at least figure out some mods for Starfield, because depending on how people are at least gonna fuck around with Starfield's like base, we're gonna expect like modifications, or even like, how for some odd reason people would just want to make most video games so that you can play it through VR. Someone's gonna mod the shit out of it so that you can play Starfield with mods.
No, Vincent, you know exactly what people are going to do once they can finally figure out how to mod Starfield. You're going to make everybody naked.
Fuck you! I was actually going to make that joke. God damn it! Yes, they're going to put nudity mods.
Single person.
Or genitalia. No, okay, so I know this is not related to like one versus the other, but apparently there was a moment where the content creator Dr. Disrespect got really tilted over the fact that there was a pronouns option in Starfield. Is apparently what happened. It's always priority number one. You know what? I can't argue that. Well, I'm sitting
Can
here
we
like,
make them
what?
naked? Yes, we can. Should we? No. Will we?
Yes. Obscene or just ridiculous sized genitalia or titties. And it's just like, okay. I don't know. I was still a little taken aback seeing that little report of someone bringing up that Dr. Disrespect was just like, oh, I'm very upset because there's pronouns in a fucking video game. I'm like, huh?
Oh. Well, I guess that sucks for him.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I was just like, okay. Because he apparently was pointing. I saw a video of a guy just yelling his lungs out about they, them pronouns being an option. I forgot who the guy was, but that was a good laugh. Yeah, that was Dr. Disrespect from what it sounds like. If it's dude wearing sunglasses, like maybe a headband or something like that, and a wig, that was apparently Dr. Disrespect, because that was the more common one. So, yeah. Will I spend $70? Fuck no. Gotta let my other friends enjoy that video game. Oh, it was someone else, but it doesn't surprise me that Dr. Disrespect also did it. Apparently, from what it stated, it was more of a political side of things, and I was like, bro, it's just a fucking video game.
No, it's life. What do you mean?
The guy I saw do it was bald dude that looked like a thumb. Ah! From Spy Kids. I see.
That's horrifying.
Don't you want to see a thumb VTuber?
No.
You want to see a guy in a thumb suit?
I really don't.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Look, man.
Yes.
Only VTuber that I watch is you.
Aww. Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
I don't have the time or the energy.
I barely have the time or energy for people. But here
We said the same things.
We're on the same forefront. Honestly surprised that's not a thing yet. Guy in a thumb suit? You mean Fall Guys? Yeah, pretty much. Same thing. But I meant like IRL. Not Fall Guys. Silly, unless, you know, gladiatorial... Actually, wait, that's a real thing. Never mind. I retract my statement. That's a thing probably in Japan specifically.
Is it too late for you to retract? That's the video game.
That's the video game.
You and the horses.
Stop. I only gunned down one fucking horse, and then it's never forgotten. It's never forgotten. Never forgiven, never forgotten. What the fuck? That was a high classy, by the way. Was there anything to add to your opinion about Starfield or the No Man's Sky?
No.
Okay.
Not that I can currently share. No Man's Sky is a bunch of stuff, but I'm looking at it from a happy place, so I have only sort of okay things to say about it.
Okay, fair enough. Then
went back and I remembered that you can make jetpacks and rocket fuel out of rainbows, and I was like, you know what? You're all right, game. You're all right.
I think the only thing I genuinely gave a shit about whenever they did continue talking about, I just made fun of it for a hot minute, and then whenever they brought up Copa, I was like, you tempting me with a good time, but like, you know, and then I kind of forgot about No Man's Sky for a little bit. It's true. I'm sorry. Other than cracking jokes about the memes, it's not a memorable game to me. Like, the more impactful ones are like games that we either modded to the fucking ground or we found something useful. Like, example, a modded, basically fixed game was someone decided to fix Sonic 06, and they actually did it. They fixed Sonic 06.
A better Sonic 06.
You know, compared to a legitimate fucking company, and I'm like, that blows me away. because I was bored and I looked up YouTube like shorts, and apparently there was a way where Sonic can basically go supersonic in like, you know, in whatever stage you want if you at least clear certain stages with S. And same thing for Shadow, where instead of like, oh, you know, going Super Shadow, it's more of like, oh, he releases inhibitors and Chaos Blast and da 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 da. And I'm like, you know what? I can't be mad because someone actually liked that game enough to at least fix it and make it better. And Silver's still Silver. No one cares. I'm gonna be honest. Who cares about Silver? A third character that's a hedgehog? Man, just give me Devil May Cry and we'll talk about Nero.
Comic Silver is amazing.
Okay.
Video game Silver is always a disappointment.
Yeah, but remember, Sonic, it's no use. Take this. It's no use. Take this. It's no use. Take this. It's no use. Okay, a little bit. Listen. At least it wasn't the experience the Game Grumps had where they got held in a wall. They got pinned to a wall like it was going to be a yaoi, but constantly thrown until they died with 0 rings on them. Whenever a brother can't even try to collect a ring, when the AI of an enemy at least is like, haha, fuck you. That's very agonizing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so now we can move on to the next one. What is going to be a transition? You can either pick your own or you can pick mine.
Look, man.
Yeah.
You already have so many good ones. But I think it's time for me to hack your account.
No!
I'm just gonna let you know right now.
How about don't? That shit's already like running rampant. And by that, it transitions into bots and hacked accounts.
I'm gonna hack your account by asking you to hand me your account. I just need you to do that real quick. Just
no,
you.
No.
Please?
No. Have you had a message either on your Steam or Discord saying, hey, how are you doing today? Doing well. How about you? So I gotta ask you a question. Yes? So I am making this game. Would you like to try it? If you say yes, it is a link. If you say no, or you're like, hey, I've been informed by someone else, you get blocked.
Amazing.
I have experienced that shit. Yep. So you that
blocked by a bot.
Yep. No, well, yeah, no. They automated, or it's a person that has control over said account and tries to use it. But primarily, if you see someone do that, and they start telling you different things, or at least use racial slurs on you, that's someone else using that account.
Wow.
Yep. There's that, or another common one that actually got a few people I've known back in the day, being like, oh, hey, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I accidentally reported you to Steam. If you follow this link and you communicate with this Steam mod, they'll at least help you not get banned. And then it's just a suspicious link, and if you click it, they'll at least get access to your account, and then you kind of fucked. Because then they can do the same thing over to other people as well.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So I've kind of numbed myself to the idea of anyone goes with the basic, can I ask you a question? And if, because I'm going to be honest, if it's someone that I haven't talked to in a while and they do the same format I've seen so many fucking times, I automatically know, oh, their account's been hacked.
Mm-hmm.
If it's someone that I at least still hang around or I'm still in calls with them, I know they're not fucking stupid. I gotta say it. No, I'm sorry. I might be called out for this, but I'm sorry to tell you this. But yes, honey. Oh, sorry. I lost my track because my wife. Not there, yeah.
What? I haven't done anything.
Go pee! I'm gonna throw a pencil at you. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, fuck, I lost my track. So, generally speaking, it is really hard because, especially if you're a trusting person, that you can easily lose your account because of it. I'm a fucking backtrack and be like, no, you're not an idiot if you're really trusting. Ha 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 ha.
No, you can't backtrack.
Yeah, I can. I just
You
did.
can't backtrack.
Yeah, I can.
It's
I just
been
did.
caught.
Hey,
Been
look.
caught live.
Anyway, it's transitioning. So, but yeah, no. So, especially if you have friends that have their accounts commonly taken over or keep falling for the same trick, just either let others know. It's always good to at least keep people in the know. So, but Sakura, have you experienced bots and or hacked accounts yourself?
No.
No.
Most of the time, I get to get my jollies from just seeing all of these ridiculous people these bots trying to get me to click on a link or like go into various accounts that I don't even use. Like the funniest ones are the texts that I get from bots. Those ones I have to save because they're always they
Wait.
bring a smile to my face.
Wait, remember the one that you told me about with the fucking cell phone?
Yeah.
What was it called again? I fucking forgot.
My
It
brain.
was.
I had it saved, but I have a new phone now, so it's gone.
No!
But I had said okay. So just for context, folks, there was a time where nonstop, and I mean nonstop, I would get like the regular texts from people that I know. I'd get texts from like automated services, all that junk. But then in between that, there would be these moments where some bot of some sort with some random name would be trying to send me to a website constantly, but using the most stupid, broken English that one could possibly filter through to a bot. And I'd just be sitting here like, yeah, interesting. And then I delete it, but not before sending it to everybody I know to show them it first. And then deleting it because I had to share this joy with everyone. I wouldn't be selfish to keep it to myself. It was the most amazing thing because no sane person's gonna click on that. This was clearly meant for somebody who's either not in the know of how to use a phone or just sees a message, clicks a link instantly, not reading it, doesn't care.
I think
those are the only two types that I could imagine that would click on those phone links. Of course, there's always the occasional Discord one where someone will try to add you, complete random stranger will just send you a friend request, and you already know 100% not a person that's in any particular setting that you would like had a conversation with that was near you at any point in time. They're just a bot. I'm sorry to say, you click on that, it's probably just a bot. If the person is not on your server or a server that you frequent, that is more than likely just a bot.
Let's see. What about people who join like Discord servers not speaking, then DMs say, "Hello, I am small-time artist. Would you like to see my art? Are you a streamer?" and etc. Oh yeah, there's those too, where they're like, "Oh, have you had art made of your character? Would you like art?" And then it's just like,
I never had those ones, but then again, that would require people to be able to get into my server without me inviting them.
This is also true and valid, and you've made sure.
It's like, if I didn't invite you and I didn't give someone permission to invite you, then you aren't there. You won't ever be.
I'm like, you know what? Fair.
But yeah, no, I've definitely got those messages whenever the occasion roll around of people being like, I got my first one once upon a time where I accidentally banned you or got you banned on Steam or got you reported or something like that. But you can click this link to find out more. I was like, delete. I was banned on Steam? Great. I can finally quit my addiction to playing games so much. Wonderful. You're doing me a favor. Man. They're annoying, along with them following you on Twitter as well. That's above and beyond kind of business. That's like the Twitch bots that are always trying to get you to click a link so that you can get hacked.
It's like, no.
That are super persistent to only small time streamers. Only small.
Yep.
Anything big, you'll never
nothing
see
big.
it.
Because the closest thing you get is like, oh, people got scammed. Oh, actually, there was a funny one. Like, because this was brought up, I didn't actually remember this just till now. Where there was like, oh, not safe for work VR artists. It's just like, and they started DMing me, and I was thinking, oh, maybe they're an actual person. And then they're how you normally notice people like are using like bot accounts is how they formulate their fucking sentences. And then I was like, yeah, okay. Because like it inevitably led into, what type of art styles have you gotten so far? I was like, varies. I've been given chibi and other types, so though not sure what style type is called. Have you ever tried not safe for work art style? I think I got a few, which I do, so I at least openly admit that. That's great. So have you thought about getting one recently? I was like, not at the moment due to financial situation. Sorry about that. Perfectly fine. But if you get it, if you're getting one, I can maybe help you find one without plans and ideas. I mean, some with plans and ideas. I automatically was like, I'll save the planning to when I am financially okay.
Man, you got a used car salesman trying to sell you something. That's crazy. You got somebody who's just like, no. This fish ain't off the hook yet. Power reel him in. Just give me a few calls. Come on.
Come on, I'll suck your toes for free. It's like, wait. What the fuck? No.
Each individual one?
Apparently. No. I'll lick up the toe jam with it like, no.
Oh gosh.
Sweet,
merciful.
For the people who knew the artist who does draw and doesn't ask, I do follow them because some streamers I do follow say good stuff about their art, mom, dad, / parents. Okay. Cool.
That's
I think
totally fair.
Yeah. Primarily. Yeah. It's good to at least be safe, especially in this day and age. Things are at least getting easier and easier for people to at least go into yo shit and be like, this is
Take
mine now.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep. And all you can do is sit there and be like, well, time to at least wait fucking days for a response to like modded, like to either Discord or Steam or just getting anyone
Twitch.
Yeah, or just anyone to at least communicate. 80% of my stuff I had to do myself. Yep. But that's the other side of art. Sign out. I made some bomb-ass enchiladas. Ooh, enchiladas sound good. Fuck, how dare you, nerd. I'm hungry now.
I made fruit. And by made, I mean had store-bought fruit that I dipped into a substance that I will not disclose on this stream. Not because I can't, because I won't. And it was amazing. Had rice crackers. It wasn't a meal, but am I complaining? No. Should I eat more? Possibly. Will I? No. Can you stop me? No.
I'll ship it to you, goddamn nerd. Oh my god. Oh. But goddamn, that's some interesting stuff. But yeah, so be safe, be careful out there, everyone. Use your tactics, do double authentication if you have to. Make sure to always be ready, especially trying to put your name out there, either as a content creator or anything otherwise, because people will take advantage of that and even sell your information on the black market. I'll always remember a spam email being like, oh, time to spook you because you found like an old password to a really old account. All right, you're gonna give me this like $1,000 sent to this account. And I look at it, I'm sitting here, I'm like, motherfucker, I'm poor. And then completely ignored that message. Nothing came from it, so I was like, all right.
They made the classic swiper snapping sound, like, "Oh man."
Oh man, because I sat there and then I just deleted the fucking spam message and I was like, all right, I don't care.
So on to us, boys.
Oh, spooky! You're trying to get profit off of me. Ooh, I'm poor. You're not gonna get shit. This is like around this time was I think like 2019, and I was sitting here like, motherfucker, you're not gonna get anything from me.
Makes about as much sense as someone breaking into your house as you're being evicted, being like, "Give me all your stuff. Take it. Give me your stuff, actually."
Can we exchange? And you're just walking over and you're using like really dollar store sandals, and they're already breaking apart after one day. It's like, all right,
It's like, if you want it, you absolutely can't get it. I don't know if you want it though.
See, I did laugh along with one streamer when they thought I was a bot and went to one streamer I followed and confirmed I'm real, but they said they were sorry. And I said it's alright. Yeah, that's also the hard thing. You know, usernames can give away. I will always tell this story because you know Kool-Aid, yeah? It's like, obviously, everyone here knows Kool-Aid. This motherfucker thought of a username KG4000 was a good username, and then I automatically, whenever I saw that new username, I'm like, is this a bot? This is a bot, isn't it? And it wasn't a bot. I was like, oh shit, I almost banned this man.
Darn it, Vincent.
Listen, whenever you put like kind of like usernames with a bunch of fucking numbers, unless you generally know them, you're gonna at least, you know, be like, hey, I'm about ready to at least kick this. Rather at least kick it off or schmovin'. But
Fair.
yeah. But inevitably it didn't happen, so. And I'll never let go of that story for like from Kool-Aid. And he remembers it too, and it's still fucking funny to this day. But yeah, I do hope everyone stays safe and keep your personal information off the internet as much as possible. That is a smart way. Don't save your information. Don't keep any information on the internet unless it's primarily for like paying bills and shit like that. Don't autosave. Don't maintain the same password. Yeah, instead give it to me. I'll take care of it. Stop. I'll roll for an initiative and tickle you over there if I have to. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Is there anything to add to this? If you feel
Nah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and pop in. What's new? What's old? Whoa, what are we talking about? Hobbies. Of the Hobby Lobby kind.
Are we talking about those?
Yeah.
Let me introduce you to the wonderful world of plants, Vincent. Alright, now there are many different plants, but none like mine. None such as mine.
Oh,
So
no.
my plant is the Prince of all Saints. Wait. No, wrong step.
Ah, my children. Hey there, and Delilah.
I've gotten into plants as of late.
Aw,
Taking care of one now.
that's nice. How's
Yeah.
that going so far with at least taking care of plants? Wait,
Well,
real question.
the little
Did you
guy
name it?
is not what? Yeah, Sprout.
Oh,
Shut up.
that's so cute.
Don't dwell on it.
I mean,
Don't dwell on it.
Sakura's
Move it along.
name is Plant
Stop this.
Sprout.
I'm gonna fight.
Oh,
Fight both of you.
oh my god!
I should have told you. Should have told you.
Oh come on! It's a cute name. I can't.
Gosh.
Can we see the
Now the wife wants to see the plan that you've been taking care of. Oh, even
Upset.
chat
I'm
saying,
very
"Oh."
upset. I'm very upset. I'm very upset. I should have said nothing.
Hey, this is your
Should've said
subject.
a gosh darn thing.
What?
Here.
Nothing's wrong with naming it Sprout.
It's adorable!
I'm fucking done right now.
I'm done here.
No,
I'm hanging up my sleeves.
Sakura, no. We love you. Come back.
Gosh darn it. Hold on. I gotta get Sprout in the right light.
Oh, he's right by you right now?
Yes. Here we go.
I'm trying to hold back. Trying to hold
I
back.
appreciate this.
Hold
I
me back.
appreciate this.
Hold me
I
back.
appreciate that.
I'm getting the photo.
Yeah, so Sprout's right by him, actually.
Oh my God.
Kira's like right beside me on her knees. Well, Final Fantasy 14, we have new people who have Sprouts next to their names. Oh, yeah. True, that is true. Yeah.
That is a thing.
It's adorable.
Yeah, that's in Final Fantasy 14, but if you want to sell your soul to their
I
subscription...
wouldn't call people sprouts.
No. Actually, well, you technically have your...
There's a race of people in the game called potatoes. Not
There's
really.
a race
but that's
of
what
people
call them.
called potatoes. And now, maybe we should at least keep her... We're not using a paid subscription, honey. This is the other time I get to say no. Is a
Aw.
paid subscription. Don't you use the face on me! Which are Lullafells. Have you ever seen a Lullafill?
They're the short ones. Someone tried to trick me into if I ever went on Final Fantasy to become one, just so that they could call me short. Or have
That's
me be
upsetting.
That's fucked up.
That's
Oh,
a messed up.
Chaya,
thing
no,
right
don't
there.
offer that. You can play it for free. What you mean? Okay, to
You
a
play
certain
up
level.
to level 60. You can go through pretty much the whole storyline of it. I know
Base
that
game.
much. Yeah.
Even though I have at least the expansions up to, I think, Shadowbringer. But that's just because, well, my involvement with other people and then getting married in that game. I need to remove that ring.
No, not base game. I thought it was base game.
Oh, not base game? There is a link where you can get a time card for $29.99 for 6. Ooh!
Like
Ha ha ha!
$7.
$30 ain't worth it for me. Ha ha! It goes like second to last expansion, I believe. What?
It's like level 60 and you can get to there, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I know there's a level cap before you have to play, pay, but otherwise it's fine.
only restriction is social stuff. Oh, okay. Well, haha. Good thing we're antisocial. That's what I'm playing right now on. Ah, fair enough. I'll get it. Watch me. No.
I don't
No.
even think I can have Final Fantasy on my laptop, so
Technically, you can.
no, it's not.
Oh. Don't install stuff, forehead.
No. I like to keep all my stuff.
I know you do. Chaya will fucking do it. Don't tempt them. Wait, no.
There you go.
Proud. Oh my god!
Okay, Sakura, with your consent, can we show Sprout to the class?
That's
Guess
oh my
you can.
god!
I guess you can.
Kira's so excited for seeing Sprout.
Sprout!
Alright. Chad, I'm sorry for the domain expansion. Oh, it wasn't that big. So this
There's a
is Sprout. Put it properly where Sakura is. I get paid next week. Then save it for bills. Is their first name Cole or Dylan?
You stop right there, nerd. You stop right there. It's Sprout, nothing else.
That's so
What do you mean? It's SakuraAfro.
No, it's just
so
Sprout.
precious. Oh my god!
Kara's losing her actual shit right beside me. Actually, everyone can fucking hear it, so.
They
Oh
look
my
like a little
gosh.
person. The photos taken got two little like chibi hands.
Oh
and
my
big
god,
head.
honey. I just had a stupidly smart idea. You can make a sentient version of Sprout for Sakura. Oh, her face.
You don't have to do this. You don't have
Sakura,
to do this.
Sakura, do I have your permission to make a sentient look of Sprout?
You can definitely do whatever you want with it.
So that's a yes.
You can absolutely do it.
Oh shit, she just dashed to her laptop.
Oh my gosh.
Kara, my girlfriend is currently raising a bonsai tree, says Nerdbird. Oh, wow. Kara wants to see. Holy shit, they got so excited. She is vastly entertained with plants, animals, not spiders. She fucking hates spiders.
That's understandable.
If you show her a spider, she will cry. But yeah, she's very entertained, especially with plants and animals. Specifically, if you send her a crocodile, she will lose all of her shit. She'll just do it there. She's asleep right now. As soon as I can get her to send me a picture of it, I will DM it. Thank you, nerd. Oh, well, congratulations. Now you're gonna have a new mascot, Sakura.
Oh gosh.
Oh, she's already pulling out the drawing tablet and everything. She's doing little wiggles of excitement. Oh god. She has the inspiration. Congratulations. You've given her motivation. Well, there goes one of my new designs. We have the flowers that grow on the side of our house that come in different colors, like purple, dark purple, or light purple. If you send me it, Kira will lose her shit. Basically, this is my time for some serotonin with my wife.
Send me all the plants!
Send her all the plants.
Oh my god! It's a chunky little crocodile!
Amazing.
I love, she's so excited. There's so much serotonin. This is by far the silliest episode of the podcast outside of the one from VR chat where we kept getting fucked over.
He's so cute!
I fucking love the reaction. Yeah, no, I'm for real. I'm getting the feeling she's excited. Yeah, she is. Wait till I show the horse, Great Dane. I looked for a specific gift too, lol. And add. Oh. You're adorable.
I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry, honey. It's okay. Honey, weren't you drawing Sprout?
I am, but I can't.
Okay, oh, this is my favorite episode. Oh Christ! Seeing fucking
yeah,
Kira with a mental breakdown.
That's my current hobby is taking care of my plant.
Fair enough.
And possibly more plants to come. I'm putting this one through the trial phase before I take care of more, but more than likely, that's what I'm going to be doing.
I mean, for what it's worth, and based off of how it looks visually, it's very healthy. Gotta go.
That's
See
what
you
I'm
later.
hoping.
Bye, Cassie. Oh,
Catch
Yeah.
you later.
are you at least keeping it in sunlight, or what type of plant? Oh,
It isn't. It doesn't grow in sunlight. That's
oh,
why it's in my room. Yeah.
oh God! I don't think I'm ready for this one. I'm waiting for Kira to lose her shit. You ready?
It's my little vampire plant.
Anymore?
I sent it to you, honey.
Oh my god!
I sent the image, Shia. But I'm excited. If you do at least do any more, definitely show it, because I think chat would at least vastly enjoy your green finger. A very pink and purple oriented man with the greenest finger. Do it. Do it. You are being adorable. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I don't think really I've been going into my current old hobby so far is just reading manga. That has been my only primary. Where I've been dancing between one manga about a dude that tried to stop being a martial artist so that he could just be a salary man, and he's basing it off of a fucking cartoon. of a show, but he's literally trained in a martial arts that's primarily made to kill people. And he's just trying to survive that. Yeah! It's actually, I think it was called Satsudo or something.
Okay.
Ooh! Here's another image from Chaya-han. Here you go.
Oh gosh.
Waiting for it. Oh, she's drawing Sprout right now. Please hold. Yeah, it's a hummingbird, hun. This is legitimate energy right now too. So back to at least the focus at hand. So there was the Satsudo like karate one. There's the one about a samurai chick that gets isekai, but she's trying to at least get murked because she's trying to find a proper place to die. But instead of doing that, she's kind of like killed everyone because she's fucking overpowered as a samurai.
Oh, because at first I thought you were talking about the manga Undead Unluck.
No. Not that one.
Okay.
There's another one about a dude that was originally drawn as an image, but his primary goal is to destroy images from his creator that she was forced to at least make in terms of art pieces. And his name ends up being referred to as Loki. So, and it's not a bad, like, I like the art style. Art style entertains my brain. It is called, he is bound, oh, I hate that. No.
Yo, the money. Money.
I forgot.
Sex.
$5 is nice, thank you, Q, but I fucking hate that it has spook alerts on every time someone donates.
Yo, thank you for being awesome.
Thank you very much. That helps at least take care of bills, but still, fuck. That scared the shit out of me. I was like, did I open something? Did I open a video game up or something like that? But then I hear like a child crying. I was like, Loki? Yeah, Loki. So Loki. Don't worry, Loki hit the Loki.
Gosh. All right. I'll be 1 second. I gotta go get stuff from the front door.
Oh yeah. Do what you gotta. Sent you another thing from Chaya's dog. That's a good dog. But the manga, at least to let chat know, and then I'll tell Sakura again, is he is bound by the threads of fate. But who is pulling? Oh wait, that's not the manga. What is this called? Fucking. It is called Majo no Kaigashu. The man's at least. So if you at least want to check out what I'm talking about, it's referred to as Majo, so M-A-J-O, no, so N-O, Kaigashu, which is K-A-I-G-A-S-H-U-U. So if you want to check that one out, it's not bad. I like the starting story point. I'm not completely far ahead in this story, but I do like it. There's another one that I at least found via TikTok, and it was this other one called The B Ranker, with an evil look because a daddy to the protagonist and his childhood friends. Don't ask me. These fucking titles are very exaggeratedly stupid. What was this one? Oh, come on. I think this one's... Is this one non-existent? And then there's this yandere one that's kind of weird. I was gonna check out. And it's a little weird because it's called Welcome Home, Papa. And it's about this yandere girl that's trying to, like, ends up being a part of a new family. With her and her mom end up with a new stepfather. And she's just kind of being really creepy to the said father. And so she gets all clingy and shit. It's like, ugh, back yandere, it's back. What is this one? What the fuck? What is this one called? Funny Territory Defense by Optimistic Lord. Aw. Ah, it's another isekai. Okay. Oh. There's that one. I'm a shy and poor otaku, but this beautiful rich young lady is obsessed with me. What is these fucking plot lines? I mean, these fucking titles. I'm like, I kid you not. Like I said, I would send one of my dogs, but she's waiting for me at the Rainbow Bridge. Aw. Fair enough. What the fuck is that? It'd be like that. As long as I have the shop skill, I have an easy life even in a world that has been transformed into a dungeon. Oh, I read. Yeah. I'm currently on the 14th chapter. Edgelord. Hanayome wa moto da nashi. Her days as a guy. Oh, yeah, this one's a trans story where this lovely lady ends up telling her story about how she transitions and then ends up meeting a guy that accepts her for her. It's really super cute, and then ends up having an accepting mother and a father willing to at least like accept her as well. That's cute. I forgot about that one. I'll send the last picture of her, but it's an edited version. If you start crying, I'm so sorry. That's perfectly fine. And I think there's this one. What is this one? It is. Oh, I think this is the reincarnation killer. Yeah, the serial killer is reincarnated. Right. Yeah. I've read a couple of them. Oh. Are you okay, hon?
I'm fine. Just trying.
Aww.
The dog.
Honestly speaking, Chaya, that is a very lovely dog. I hope at least your doggo gets to rest in peace. Better place right now. It actually reminds me of the same typing an ex had. And that dog was named Charlie. Super old dog, and he was like deaf and like partially blind. But he was the sweetest boy that would be such a pain in people's ass. But he was such a good boy. I had her for 17 years. Oh, yeah, so, wow, really same ballpark. Oh, that's cute. You at least want me to send that so far to Sakura, or? Okay. Well, I'll at least send that so far. I had her for 17 years, and that's fair enough. Well, if that is true, then she lived a long and happy life then. Filled with love and appreciation, so all in all, it's still a good life to at least live, so. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so I've been reading a lot of manga. I'm trying not to at least get into too much tropey, but I'm gonna be realistic. Anime, manga, and then manhwa and shit like that will always go into the same tropes. Now, if we go into the fucking Korean, like Korean manga, oh, here's a line of them that I at least have been reading. So there is, I Was the Final Boss, Sarah Scribbles, Mr. Beck, Dungeon Cleaning Life, The Lone Necromancer, Reality Quest, I'm the Max Level Newbie, Viral Hit, Hardcore Leveling Hero, The Lazy Lord Masters the Sword, Maybe Meant to Be, Goth Girl and the Jock, Swole Mates, Teenage Mercenary, Assassin's Creed Forgotten, Plus 99 Reinforced Wooden Stick, Meme Girls, My Giant Nerd Boyfriend, Corpse Knight Gunther, The World After the Fall, Return to the Player, Omniscient, Omniscient reader. Designated bully, loser coin, survival diary, 66,666 years, advent of the dark. What's this? Yeah, 66,666 years, advent of the dark mage. There you go. That's the one. That one's actually a pretty good one. Let's see. Night fishing, the god of high school, get schooled, my S-class hunters, Lofap, Irma. Irma's actually not among one, but at least the artist is actually really enjoyable to read, so that's a good recommendation. 1 HP Club, Red Hood, Outlaws, the final raid boss, Deck of Fates, the Lukna, X and Ash. The Boxer was a really good series, and also it does properly deserve an anime for that one. Doombreaker, Bloodhounds, All of Us Are Dead, Study Group. Skip. I don't want this kind of hero. Zombie Ship, reincarnated as an wait. I'm trying to double check this one. That was the title drop. Reincarnated as Unruly Air. Jungle Juice. High Limb Jim. Useless Villain. Good Luck Hero. Pixie and Brutus. That's also not one. A Lone Spellcaster. Hellbound. Unbound. Claw Shot. Simon Sues. The ultra alternate character. Tower of God. That one was kind of boring to me. City of Blank. That actually was a really good art style. Monochrome. That was kind of a boring comic. Spirit Hunter. That actually had really good art, and the story, the pacing was a little bit slow. I Want to Be a Cute Anime. I very much support it. It just didn't maintain my interest in terms of storytelling. The Horizon. That one's actually a very sad but very interesting storytelling. Super Awkward Man. The art was kind of just a turnoff for me. The Fabled Warrior, that one's actually pretty good. The Lord of Goblins, that one's actually pretty good. Code Helix, that one's kind of pretty Batman. Reawakened Man, that one's actually pretty cool. Ecstasy Hearts, that one's not bad. Batman, the Wayne Family, that one's actually pretty cool. Neon Revenge, just Deadpool. But without the healing factor. Okay. She was my service dog to help my social anxiety. Aw. Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. Well, she was a very beautiful dog. Villain to Kill. Oh my ghost. 100. Purple Hyacinth. The Warrior Returns. Oh, that one's actually pretty good. The Warrior Returns one. But that was very battle anime one. Night and Beard, that was actually a good comic. The advanced player of the tutorial tower, that one was okay until later chapters. Then it's kind of Micro Hunter, that one's actually a battle royale-esque one. Weak Hero, that one's okay. I Get Stronger the More I Eat, that one's kind of mid, but it's just because the antagonist, the main character is basically the villain, kind of villain-esque personality, but they don't really do it in a really well set up storytelling format. The Last Golden Child, that one was okay. The Return of the Blossoming Swordsman, I think it was called fully. That wasn't was bad. Dice, that was actually a really lovely series that had amazing art style. The twists and turns with the storytelling was really good. Escape Room, art was kind of mid, but at least the story was alright. Flow, I don't remember much of it. Shotgun Boy, basically trying to be a filler, basically a side story to a series that already had a proper and good ending. Anti-Monster Force, that was actually pretty cool. I'm the Grim Reaper, wasn't a bad story, and they are on their season 2 already. The Blood of the Butterfly, I don't remember that at all because it wasn't really that interesting to me. Looking. World's Strongest Troll. I haven't read that yet. I only put that Questism. Haven't read that yet. Rebirth. I haven't read that. Exception. That one's actually a pretty enjoyable one because it was very LGBTQ plus kind of focus, and honestly, to me, well, it's more of a high school story where it does have some themes with it, and I do like it like that. To Not Die. That one actually, art style looks interesting. I haven't started reading that one yet. From Morning to Night, haven't read. I don't remember that one. Reality Quest was pretty good. Tower of God was kind of mid. Morgana and Oz, I haven't read that completely. Dungeons and Artifacts, that one was okay. That wasn't too bad, but the storytelling was kind of boring.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, are you good?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. But
That looks amazing.
yeah. And then she's not even done with it yet. It was just like I asked her if it was okay to just show you what she has so far.
That is amazing.
Yeah. But basically, I was going over everything I'm reading on the side. What was it? I think I did not tell you the title of this one I was reading. It was called Majo Kagashu, which is like an art style-esque one where it's a dude trying to just vanquish old art pieces of his original master that made him. So that one was enjoyable. B-rank adventurer with an evil look becomes a daddy to the protagonist and his childhood friends.
What the hell?
It's such a fucking weird title, but like the art style's very well. It's anime, obviously, style, but the story doesn't seem bad. So I have it like in my brain of like, I'll give it a shot. That's porn. God damn it. Sorry, no, it opened up a separate link, and I was like, God damn it.
Walks through your stuff. Ah, yes, the porn.
And then like another one was a yandere one where it's just like, Welcome Home Papa, where it's just a guy gets married with this new chick, but the chick's daughter ends up being creepy obsessed with her new father figure and starts referring to him as Papa. It's like, no. Get the torch.
It's okay. Okay.
One of those anime.
I'll tell you what, just to add to yours at the moment, I learned that the Red Ranger was put into another world.
Stop.
And that's really interesting. No, I'm so serious.
God damn it.
The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world is lovely.
That's funny as fuck.
It's the most amazing thing.
I have a big list of shit that I was gonna go on a spiel of. Like this one called The Fun Territory Defense by the Optimistic Lord. They have been slowly stopping being creative with their fucking titles. They're just blunt with the synopsis of the fucking story. Like the like this one that I'm looking at right now. I'm a shy and poor otaku, but this beautiful rich young lady is obsessed with me. That's the title. Oh, here's another one that's pretty fucking generic. As long as I have the shop skill, I'll have an easy life even in the world that has been transformed into a dungeon.
Don't know if that's how it works, but you know what? If it works for him, who am I? Who the hell am I?
This one's actually very cute, but it's very it's LGBTQ, where her days as a guy. So it's about a character who's transitioning and tells her story about it. Then there is there is The Serial Killer is Reincarnated, where it's a serial killer committing murders on other reincarnated pieces of shit. Oh, what is this one? The Strongest Brave Who Craves Revenge Extinguished with the Power of Darkness.
Yep.
You're fucking with me. What the fuck?
No. I had to send to you just to let you know that was the exact name of it. Hold on, let me see where the
Wait, and this is the fucking Red Ranger from Power Rangers?
No, not that one, not that one.
Oh.
The one I sent you was just to add to the ridiculous named manga. But like, there's the Red Ranger. That is 25 chapters, Vincent, and it's been wonderful. wonderful.
I can't be mad with it because there's also, and then obviously in the manga side, you know, I'm kind of sad whenever fucking manga writers kind of gave up. Meanwhile, like Korean writers over here can pop up with these different ones. Like, I'll go down at least a list of some of them. That's a mix between American and like manga, and that's My S-Class Hunters, Teenage Mercenary, 66,000 Years of the fucking the stupid title keeps popping away. Advent of the Dark Mage. That one's not bad. I like the art style. Omniscient Reader, not writer. I can't say that fucking word till he saved my life, but that one's actually not bad. Other than like, I feel like it's gonna at least write itself into the fucking ground. Because it's a guy that's basically metaing what possibly can happen. And I'm like, if you write a character that knows at least some of the circumstances, you know they're going to at least accidentally write themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Return of the Mad Demon, the final raid boss, world's strongest troll. That's not just World of Warcraft in general. My giant nerd boyfriend, Questism, reincarnated as unruly lord, rebirth, and then this is an American one, exception. The advanced player of the tutorial tower, viral hit, to not die, Damaville gang, villain to kill. Villain to kill wasn't that bad. Excel, Assassin's Creed Forgotten, Lone Spellcaster, From Morning to Night. Mr. Beck. Mr. Beck, as a more recent one, isn't a bad story so far. Even though the fucking trope of, oh, my brother is also a Yakuza boss. And I'm like, okay. Alright. Convenient plot points. Reality Quest, Fable Warrior, Tower of God. I gotta say it. I haven't even tried to at least put effort into reading Tower of God because, you know, hey, guess what? It's kind of mid.
Ooh.
It is. I tried to at least read a few chapters, but the art style is just so boring to me. Like, it doesn't give.
I think it's like that
juice.
on purpose. I mean, if you're talking about like as it is just to start out, yeah, no, definitely, definitely the case.
I just couldn't get into it. It's just it sucks.
Midway through, after all the unfortunate bits happen, because I had just skipped because I was like, I don't care about any of this, and thankfully most of the anime that they had for the tower was decent enough to just get me past what I would have to have read through.
I mean, fair enough.
But after that, on that second turn, it's not bad story wise. I don't know if it would appeal to you artistically, but story wise, not bad.
Artistically, it's tolerable because like there was like another manga that, generally speaking, Tower of God and another one all got a mobile game where they all crossed over in a fucking Jump Ultimate Star-esque kind of theme with a mobile game.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't bad. Let's see. Tomato Can, Double Click, Soulmates. Doombreaker deserves an anime. Oh, actually, no. Doombreaker did get an anime. That one actually, I think, is getting an anime. I get stronger for the more I eat. Yeah, Doombreaker did, in fact, actually get an anime because the synopsis. I mean, the story wasn't bad. Lookism already got a Netflix original. Study Group. I'm a max level.
Despise lookism.
Did you?
I don't. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, no. It's good. Just from like outside of my own bias, like it's great. The writing is ridiculous. They've at least gone to the point where there's like almost 300 or more chapters for it on like webtoons and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But me personally, I don't know about the later stuff, but I got so tired of the trope that strange school bully trope thing where the character then has to go and like they get a whole new body or they somehow learn some form of martial arts or whatever the case may be, and then they're just basically a whole different person. There's
It's
one to one, there's a
weird.
whole different person.
Like, honestly speaking, I watched like the like the animated version versus the comic version. Honestly speaking,
Uh-huh.
I did like how the storytelling was going. But honestly
Yeah.
speaking, it's one of those series that you kind of like look at for a little bit and then you put down, and then if you
I
remember,
just
cool. It's like, eh.
I don't like how they just make the person that he was in like the beginning of it this entirely different dude that he's like switches into. That's just like the ideal person, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of like weird because you see the huge difference in it, and they're trying to do a stupid theme. They kind of hit it, but then they kind of like flop off of it, and then from at least my experience with reading it, they do
Mhm.
try to make the main character himself become a better version of himself eventually, but they take so fucking long to at least build up to that kind of progression,
Right.
like
And
seasons, and I'm like, that hurts.
I couldn't do it. That was my Tower of God thing. Where it's just like
I can't
couldn't
argue
do it.
that. I can't. Like, you know what? You have yours, I have mine. I think another one, because, everyone has their, oh, it's another fucking isekai. The one that I generally did enjoy, that's so fucking over the top in the
Mhm.
manhwa area, is The Warrior Returns. It's one of those, like, hey,
Oh, the hero returns where
yeah!
dude comes back, annihilates everyone.
All because, like, oh, hey, by the way, your parents are dead. Your sister fucking hates you. Your in-laws just basically hate your guts. And, like, everything that, like, you were supposed to have whenever you came back because you built yourself up to be super excited to come home is all fucking destroyed. And then you're like, you know what? Fuck Earth. Fuck everyone. I'm unhappy. Everyone gets to be unhappy with me.
Have you seen it all the way thus far? Like at
Wait.
least the latest stuff?
Not 100% the latest. The last chapter I read. Wait, let me
Yeah.
see. I read up to like episode 35, so I have a fuck ton of catch up. Oh my god, they went up to like the
Vincent.
90s.
Vincent.
Oh
You will.
no.
Yeah, no, like 35. That's not the one. When you get, I think, somewhere in the 60s, I just want to know your input and just further into that because I thought it was the most ridiculous basic thing. I was ready to drop it right then and there. But I kept going because they started to like hint at things and I was like, that's not possible. And I got the payoff was amazing. The
I
payoff
see, that's
was
the thing.
incredible.
I hate the fact that basically you would at least be like, oh, I've seen this, and then you kind of slowly turn away. But the issue is sometimes if they at least tease you enough, they can at least keep you interested for a little bit, and you're like, fuck, I hate the fact that this is still tricking me to continue. That's like,
But
ugh.
it's good. It's actually very good. That's the part that I hate is that it's when you get to that point and you understand why everything is the way that it is, you're just like, wow, that's amazing. It's sad. It's super sad, but that's amazing.
They did the making fun, like basically using the isekai trope as basically its own plot, as in a
Mhm.
really well structured kind of format.
Yeah.
I think that at least has its winning points on its own. And then of course there's my edgy edgy manhwa of I'm the Grim Reaper. Woo. The art style was
Yes.
fucking edgy, but it's not a bad read.
I've seen it.
What's your opinion on it?
Eh.
Fair. That's
It
a
got
fair.
like I kept watching, and it's the opposite version of this, but I kept watching because the beginning bits of it was interesting.
And then it kind of fell off.
Just like, yeah, hard. after a while, I was just like, I can't do anymore. I'm reading this out of pain and habit, and I can't do that.
Masochism, let's go.
Friggin' masochism, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to read something for the sake of masochism.
You know what? Fair enough. Have you at least seen the Lazy Lord become Lord masters the sword at least?
No.
I like the art style. They kind of at least very much keep it clean. Story's okay. It's your expected battle shonen thing, where main character ends up realizing, like, I see, like, I want to at least start learning swordsmanship, but you know, he's still trying to go over. Let's see. What was the synopsis? Yeah, the summary. After witnessing the shocking death of his mother, young Aaron Faria, whatever, uses sleep to escape his painful reality, earning him the nickname the Lazy Lord. Yet in spite of other jeers and whispers, Aaron has no intention of changing his ways. But when he awakened one day from a dream about a mysterious swordsman, his life's trajectory takes a complete turn. Oh, it's on hiatus right now. I like the art style. Like, if it's clean, I'll at least give it a shot. If it's questionable, I will also give it a shot, only just because I'm like, if you are a good storyteller, even if the art's mid, I'll still give it a shot.
You're a brave man.
It is. Well, at least it gives me a new perspective of storytelling. If you don't know how to fucking tell a story, it'll show even with the cleanest story. Like, okay, I'll at least call it out all the same. People can hate my guts about it. Tokyo Ghoul was such a fucking terrible storytelling kind of tool.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Gosh.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
No, that's fair.
Ruthless.
I mean, everyone can at least agree in that point. Tokyo Ghoul did not have anything going for it. Like, for fuck's sakes, whenever I look down and I scroll down, people seem to at least have a wide variety. Dang, I'm just saying. You can say the art's pretty cool. You can say the designs are cool, like, alright, cool. You can say the music's cool. Cool, good on ya. Storytelling's trash. And they had to fucking backpedal so hard with some shit.
There were rewrites. You could see them. I think for me it was just the music.
I can't you tell? Yeah, like, and then like a lot of people would.
Super fucking well known. It's for a singular song and background story.
No, and the one thing that I hate the most, yes, no, its primary like draw-in is because it's gory, and then the second thing that it gets away with is the art style. It tries to get away with it because Tokyo Ghoul is around the same time, from what I remember. I could be wrong, obviously. Is around the same time Attack on Titans was kind of like beginning, and they're like, "Damn, what's in the basement? Are the Titans attacking? Politics, politics, politics." God, I hate politics. Do you like anime? Do you like politics? Attack on Titan.
Gross.
I have an even bigger hot take. I mean, depends on what's your hot take. My Hero Academia is just trying to be a copy and paste of the Marvel Universe.
Ooh.
It is.
No, see, I don't know.
One Piece is kind of mid, not gonna lie. I mean, okay, just don't tell that to the One Piece fans. Oh shit, I hear them banging at my door. I hear someone talking shit about One Piece.
You're telling me that One Piece isn't real? I'll fight you right now.
Honestly.
Fight you right now.
I fucking want them.
Well, no, okay. No, that's the My Hero Academia community. Because they threatened the fucking writer over the fact that, like, there's two different instances where they threatened the writer. One was because of a doctor of a part of the evil organization was born the same birth month and year of a really fucked up apparent guy from insert Japanese, like, some history here, and people were mad about that, of a fictional fucking character matching a birth year of another, like, of an actual person that was a piece of shit. Oh no. And then the other one is, like, making Midoriya and, like, Uraraka being, like, an actual canon relationship.
Every fucking corner. He had no likable relation at all. His name was fucking Explosion Murder to begin with. Man should have started out as a villain and killed with.
But they tried to redeem it, kind of like they had. Barely, but at least they had him finally say sorry. Is that gonna make up for all the trauma and abuse? No! No. But you know what they're gonna do? Be a part of the My Hero Academia? To be fair, he's kind of started off as a villain in a way. He did. He started off as a dickhead. And in terms of bullying, because he was envious over the main character. Which, the only reason why is because the main character wanted to be nice. And be like, hey yo, you good, homie? That's it.
Yeah, and then you literally told him to go jump off.
Hey, convenient enough, Nerdbird also said the same thing. In a different manner. But yeah, no. So, yeah. But yeah, no. But that's why the hardest thing I can at least compare My Hero Academia that it's trying to do is basically a Japanese version of Marvel. I
just can't agree.
What? Okay, what do you mean?
Marvel's more confusing.
Okay. You know what? I can't argue that fact of Marvel being confusing.
All you have to do, X-Men alone. That's it. Explain X-Men.
Listen.
Explain the entirety of right now to everything prior X-Men. Explain that to me.
Sakura.
I'll sit. I'll wait.
Retconned.
Nah. You don't get the hype behind that. They don't get to. No one gets to.
They're gonna retcon like they have
the exact storyline to X-Men.
I mean, at least I can at least with the base premise of what they did, and then they wrote on that in the fucking Fox version.
Stupid Secret War universe return.
We don't talk about the Secret War. Whatever happened in the Secret War stays in the fucking Secret War. We don't talk about
the Secret Wars changed the universe. The Secret Wars changed the universe.
No, the Secret War retconned a bunch of other things. It retconned so much shit.
That's what I'm saying. Literally changes the universe.
Fun fact actually happens on one of the comics where Spider-Man kills Mary Jane via with his radioactive jism. Yeah, but then that also got retconned, technically.
Marvel,
baby. Another character that apparently has like the zany personality, like Deadpool, Spider-Man, and all that, is apparently Moon Knight, because he's fucking insane, like actually insane.
Yeah, no, he's 100%.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about him, but it's because the voice is in his head.
I love this.
Oh, Sakura loves it. Yeah. Wait, now I have to use this. Please hold. Yeah. That's to be in the new forefront. Don't worry, we're just replacing the live-action version of Sprout. And bringing up the anime adaptation of Sprout.
Oh my gosh.
Adaptation.
There you go. You get a little... there's your Sprout now. There's your little buddy.
The light novel of Sprout, this just a plant in a little pot. The Netflix adaptation. And he shoots guns though.
And he shoots Sprout's a T-tuber now. Oh, and Sprout looks like he's petting your plushie.
Oh my gosh.
It's full circle. Agreed, everyone theorized it from the very start when he was first... What? My Hero Academia reveal was shit at best. Yeah, okay, listen, if we go back to what was obviously there, and they purposely, I think even the writer just didn't even didn't even try anymore. They made it very clear.
Was a decent character as well. So
Dobby's
that-
mid, I have to say. None of them were good written characters to begin with. Honestly, Vigilante wrote better stories, and they were basically a background story.
But then again, villains were more heroes than the heroes. Villains did less property damage.
Debatable, Shigaraki.
Compared to the hero, Shigaraki could control him. Learn to control it, yes, but he was. But we're
He
gonna-
killed a corgi. He will stay a fucking trashy villain in my eyes.
That's fair. But literally, Endeavor. Look out a building with people inside, potentially killing like a bunch of them.
But they basically made it where it seemed like Hawks ended up saving them because magic
Hawks
flying
has a
AI feathers. What?
Hawks has a limited number. There's no way he got to them.
Magic feathers, apparently. I'm gonna say it. I don't like Toga as a character. Listen,
Ironically.
I like Twice. His whole hey, my clone almost fucking killed me was entertaining to me.
I haven't seen enough of it to really like care too much about any of the characters.
Yeah,
To
I'll
be
just
fair.
okay. That's fair enough. I honestly with one character was basically Shadow Clone Deadpool. Yeah, that's what I said about Twice. He's just Shadow Clone Deadpool.
Not better, I would say. He didn't deserve to be.
He would have been a good boy if he,
Yeah, but he literally.
yeah, mental issues.
Existing.
Twice was fun. I don't know. I just didn't see the appeal to her. No, that's fine. It's like, it's like how.
Abilities were great, but I hate that they literally done them. By Koru.
She was, yeah,
Like, even the backstory was
yeah,
I
but
ate a bird and now I'm
well, then she just got judged after. But there's more to that. Anyway, whatever. If anything, My Hero Academia. I don't know. I guess there's more to it. So, would you at least? What's the closest comparison you would say? Then, you know what?
What to
My Hero
that?
DC.
Hilariously, I'm gonna agree with Doc on that.
Is modern. Shut the fuck up.
I have to agree just a little bit, just a tiny bit. It's a little different, but I have to agree.
See, that's weirder because I
Um,
keep hearing more people compare Jujutsu Kaisen to like Naruto, even though the
That's just
writing.
because of the setup. That's just because the setup between the like three main characters of
Yeah.
the show, and then like the dude that they're like fawning over that the whole second season is based off of.
Fucking
what's his
Gojo.
name?
Yeah, Gojo.
Yeah, Gojo.
Uh,
The Kakashi of the series or whatever they want to call it. Just because he has white hair and he has white hair does not make them the same.
yeah, no,
Does
and
not
weirdly
make them the
enough,
same.
honestly speaking, even in like a legitimate death battle, I truly believe Gojo could beat the shit out of Kakashi. Like it's no business.
Well, I mean, that's a different world space though. Like one's not a ninja and
Yeah.
more on the lines of using eldritch horrors to combat people, and the other one's just a ninja.
Well, but here's the thing. Their concepts of chakra versus curse energy are semi at least similar in their own fashions. One's usually channeling like an energy, and another's also channeling an energy type. One's internal, the other one is also internal in a way, because it's still using the powers of negative energies with it. Best was Geist.
It was!
He was the most bombastic, definitely. And technically speaking, his tutelage of Lee was, in fact, minus Lee's own personality, the best.
Okay, yes. Hun, would you
He
agree
was
Guy
a
was a better
teacher.
teacher?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Guy was the best. He actually trained his students, unlike everyone else who took them on like a
He
singular
actually
mission.
cared
Like,
about
yeah,
his
you're just
students.
I mean, fair.
where people were literally dying.
Insert.
Some
Insert
cared.
boogie,
It's
yeah,
not like all the
sure.
teachers were ridiculous and dumb. It's just some of them were so weak that it didn't matter if they cared about their students. They still died in front of them or died before them.
Yeah. But they seem to not be able to do a fucking proper teaching to them. Insert. But he had the Sharingan, and he can copy it. Man, he can't copy everything. That motherfucker wasn't the bee's knees. I like him in terms of his fighting style. I thought that was cool. Outside of that, it was like, eh. Yeah, but the chakra there was internal and external. No, curse energy was also internal and external. Because people, whenever they pass, they leave regret, negative energies, negative vibes. Jujutsu Kaisen does the same exact concept. Chakra was bullshit. Barely came into play since it blew up every high level jutsu 1,000 times. Agree, but there are more bullshit abilities than just chakra. That is true.
The only reason I say that Naruto and My Hero Academia are close but not the same is because at some point it just becomes superpower versus superpower and nothing else.
That's true.
Ninjutsu, like the idea of being a ninja, nothing, meaningless. If you can't body slam at least a billion other ninja with your gigantic, whatever the case may be, energy
Your
beam, then you
Johnson.
don't even matter.
Your gigantic Chakra Johnson.
Like, I don't understand. Also, I will say, as I look at Sprout, he looks like he could guest star in Super Robot Monkey Force. What was it?
Yeah!
Hyperforce Go? Yeah.
Honey, Sprout looks like a character from Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Oh. Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Yeah. No, I was correcting myself.
She's never seen Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Ridiculous. You have to. You have to.
Oh
lock that
no!
back. You
Fine, we have
lock
to
that
add it
back.
to the list now. We have to add Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
It's the best, nerd. It's the best thing in the universe.
That's a fucking mouthful. What? Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go?
Yeah. Come on. It's easy.
It's easy to remember. They literally have a theme song. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. I forgot the rest of the lines, but that's how it goes.
Easy to
Super
remember.
Robot Monkey Team
Also
Hyperforce
easy to
Go.
forget. It was as catchy as the Teen Titans theme song at the time.
Yeah, it was like really one-on-one, and you'd think they would have a possible like crossover with it. But
It's
they never
not
did.
even easier to like put as an acronym. It's even worse.
Yeah, no. And then you have to tell someone like the acronym with it. Wait.
It's still SRMTHFG. Like, come on. You're not gonna understand what the hell we're talking about.
Man, I can't wait. So what Kira put it as is monkey thing super full of robots force, yeah.
Oh gosh. Here. I got it. I got an image.
There you go.
Look at this.
That's
Oh,
what it's
did it?
actually called.
No, leave it in mind.
I'm leaving mine too. Google translated. Yours is the rough Google translated one, and then mine's the actual translation.
Like it was like a no later back, that's mine.
And all you have to do is fucking like grammar check it.
It says Sprout looks out of that.
Yeah. Probably the eye designs, I'm assuming, right, Sakura?
Yeah.
Yeah, eye designs.
Oh,
No, it is cute. Sakura loves it, right, Sakura?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sakura loves it.
okay.
It just kind of give him that vivid memory of Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Fucking that title again.
What? What's wrong with Super Robot
When I
Monkey
look
King
at the
High
guys, I'm just like, that is the most amazing thing. Because, like,
Yeah, what? Thank you.
I
What?
love it though. Like I just see Sprout now just using some form of plant-based martial arts against a robotic chimpanzee.
Honestly speaking, just seeing Sprout fight the Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go and just like pop out of the pot, sink into the ground, and just use its fucking roots to beat the shit out of them.
Would be the most glorious thing, I swear.
Just gotta get an animator that knows how to recreate the art style of Super Robot.
Nah,
Monkey
screw
Team
that. I'm gonna become the animator.
Oh no, Sakura's gonna animate that Sprout versus the Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Abso-friggin-lutely. You have to at least try it out.
Honey, love you.
Oh no, it is funny.
That's a fucking mouthful. I mean, listen, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Glow is really a classic from Jetix. Did you know apparently there was a card game with Jetix's website? And like
Jetix had a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah. But you know what? It had friendship along the way.
What?
No, it didn't. I'm fucking lying. At least. Trying to see. I'm getting avidly distracted, but I'm trying to think what else. Oh fuck, we deviated so hard because we were talking loads of shit.
A little bit.
It's very much. I'm just saying. Like, avidly so. Avoid the My Hero Academia community. They are hella toxic.
Figures.
You know? No.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Honestly, just staying away from communities in general, so they don't bite your head off.
Nah, some people will live for that. They want to poke that bee. That whole hive has to be poked. Sometimes that's just the way of it. Just for kicks. God
damn it.
But yeah, like other than that, did you have any other hobbies that you wanted to share? As far as I'm concerned, the only ones that I really have currently going for me is the plants, and then possible painting in the near future.
Painting? Ooh, you gotta share whenever you start working on that.
My paintings get weird.
That's fine. I'd still love to see it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like I chill, I vibe, I VTuber, I thrive.
You thrive?
Yeah, I try to thrive. I try, and then I struggle. Yeah, no, outside of like just reading a bunch of shit to keep my brain distracted. I hate the fact that I went back to mobile games. I went back to Pokemon Go. And the Pikmin game, but I like the Pikmin game because it's cute.
You got sucked into the mobile games. It's okay, my friend. I was there not too long ago. And then I said, I keep spending too much money. I have to stop myself.
You know, I'm proud of you for at least stopping.
But now that you mentioned mobile games, I may have to go and look back.
I'm a monster. What have I done? I think, but...
Listen, The Legends of Runeterra sounds like a pretty great time.
I think that's really it for that. As far as I know.
Yes.
Okay. So now we do have two subjects, so...
Split the difference.
Alright. I'm trying to think. I guess I wanted to at least go over this subject because it's kind of like a weird subject to begin with. Wait, was it my turn or your turn on who chooses what?
Your turn.
Ah, okay. So I guess I'll at least go over my subject because it's such a weird area because then people give you different suggestions. But it's just because it's based off of their personal experiences. But it's not like always 100% guarantee. And that is... I guess and that is... Internet vamos. I'll just quotations it. Meta. How to.
Well, first you have to become a moose. Clearly.
Yeah, become a moose. Kill the strongest entertainer that you know. Drink their blood. Wear their skin as a hat. And then you win.
Yeah. It won't even be that hard because most of them are virtual. So you just have to wear their pixels over your body. just drip yourself in pixels.
I mean, you both achieved one of those steps. Y'all became moose. Is it mooses or mises?
No, it's moose.
It's mooses?
It's moose either way. If you're talking about it's singular or plural, it's still moose.
What? Really? Okay.
Yes.
No, I can't argue that. But yeah, no, we have been made into
herd of moose. There is a moose in front of me. There is no difference.
There's a pack of mooses around me. They carry AK-47s.
No S's. No S's.
But it's hard not to say mooses.
I know, but no S's. Just moose.
Moose.
It's a bunch of moose.
There's a bunch of moose. It just sounds not right in my brain because of the English language. English language is fucking stupid. I hate it.
It's always been.
Moose are a fucking high-key threat to my emotions. Are they at least more than the fucking spiders, or... Oh.
They share the same space?
Apparently share the same space. They share the same space? Okay. Just this slight head nod. It's like, oh, well, shit.
They pay rent on the weekends.
What is it? I will try it.
What did a moose do to you? What did a brother at least do to you? At least had you...
Did you pick a fight with a moose?
Oh. Oh, you meant that.
Did she say exist?
You meant that?
What?
No, I was asking, did you mean that? Oh! Oh!
Like
we have here a very classic moosist.
The only fucking predator then is a bold enough bear, or like another bigger moose.
It's just like a giant, like, horse, though.
They attack
With
people
antlers.
for the fucking sake of it.
So do zebras!
And
I'd rather die
kangaroos.
by zebra.
What?
Some predators just do that for the heck of it.
Oh, killer whales are assholes. Actually, no. Was it killer whales or was it... What was the other type of whale? Just the normal whales? That are just assholes and manta rays?
And people are like, animals are much more docile than humans, and then
That's
you
a
look to the
fucking
animal ripping a person apart, and you're like, yeah,
Animals
that's
are more
definitely
docile than humans, and I'm like, that's a fucking lie.
If we were in a world ran by animals, it'd be fine.
Like,
I need you to retract that statement.
Like, takes after it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
The pecking order would be a very literal thing.
As long as we don't... As long as it's not chimps. Chimps apparently... Well, their hierarchy sucks.
Nah. Forget chimps. It's squid, man. It's
Squid?
Alright, they're way smarter than any chimp you can find. They're way smarter, and they don't have to.
There was something smarter. It was Hun. What was the smarter creature that we were talking about earlier?
Because of the mooses.
The chimps. Well, they were like going to be used as
otters.
Otters! Yeah, otters are actually fairly very smart. They would have been weaponized. Apparently.
Like the CIA
Weaponized otters.
apparently wanted to weaponize them. And there's a document about it that was released to the public.
Wait, you're fucking lying. There was like a legitimate document that was released to the public?
And it's way too detailed for it to be a lie.
Okay, but hear me out. What if someone used that fucking document and actually weaponized otters? Otters are also incredibly fucked up animals. Yes, they are. I mean, so are platypus. Platypuses are the fucked up wheel of, hey, let's attach like weird shit while we're really fucked up.
I'm telling you, man. Animals. They're crazy as hell.
True.
On purpose.
Fuck, I'm losing focus on the... Okay, so... Reason why is because for the internet fumus meta how-to is because I've been at least having the general discussion with a few other entertainment friends. One primarily known as Don Koala, who feels like, you know, his content is not like, you know, up to gruff, while he's at least working hard to at least, you know, make his content for wheel. And content creation as a whole is such a fucking ordeal because you're in an environment with oversaturation as fuck. Like, if you try to at least dip your toe into it, you'll at least see the big difference. Then there's the factors with it. There's the factors with it, where you are in terms of a platform, where you advertise it in different platforms, how you use yourself, how you at least advertise yourself. Who do you interact with? Oh, you said something. Oh, you said something in particular that other people don't like. Time to cancel you. But then at that point, being canceled is also basically a trophy on the mantle known as an entertainer as well. It's such a weird clusterfuck of an area of trying to be internet famous. Because there's so many subcategories of what you could be in terms of quotations internet famous. There's the infamous, where you could be something equivalent to like content creators that are pieces of shit. Like one that I'll never get over as a primary example, Keemstar. Not a good man. I'll at least always primarily like put that man under like the mantle of what a piece of shit. Keemstar. Okay, so Keemstar is like basically drama alert news reporter, and he ends up endangering some people's lives because he kind of goes out of his way and makes people really fucking miserable. He actually made a man at least get to the edge of a certain subject I will not say on stream. Yeah. He's not a good person, basically. He goes out of his way for at least content that either can be real or really fake, but he's not a good person. Honestly, the internet has done that too.
Do it again.
Let's see. But yeah. The meta itself is super weird because you're in these different categories. Oh, networking with different people. Oh, that's bad if you try to network with people. Oh, collabing with new people. Oh, that's, you're trying to use them for clout. Oh, what if I at least want to do, you know, trendy games? Oh, that's also like, oh, you're trying to be that kind of person. It's just, it's such a weird clusterfucky way. You know, getting at least the people that you have that do in fact enjoy you to just chill around and stay because they like what you do. Cool. But if you're trying to expand further out as an entertainer, it's really, it's hard in a field, especially if you're doing gaming, unless you're also going into subcategories like education, or just even other areas within. It's such a fucky-wucky area. Everything's a win-win and lose-lose at the same time. Yep, pretty much. It's just how ever you take the blows and also being ready, because one of the things I will always remember, a man that tried to make a community just to help each other out basically got his Steam account taken over. He lost a bunch of different friend groups. He ended up getting heart problems by the end of his career, and he tried to make a positive environment for our community, but at every left and right, something will happen, and it pushed him to a point where he forced himself to retire because he just hit that mental point as an entertainer. But he was trying to do it for a good cause, and he just quit. And I'm like, yikes on bikes. I will, that's also a little bit of a spooky thing, especially whenever people do go out of their way to try to make you miserable. That, man even got fucking DOSed. And I was like, doxed, I mean, correction. Doxed, and it sucked. So there was, no happy ending in that situation. It's just like, what the fuck?
That is a qualification to choose violence.
Yep. But the man chose to retire and let someone else take over the server. He was trying to at least, and dude was actually booming too, by the way. The man was at least being able to at least help people and work together with other people.
That's usually the prime time for awful events to take place.
Yeah, it sucks. It generally speaking sucks, but that is the weird exchange whenever you wanting to do things as a content creator or trying to be someone that helps other people out. You're going to get people that will want to make you miserable because you're trying to do something that you believe is right. It's the exchange and how much you're willing to at least go through the bullshit to at least get to where you want to be. To me, I like the idea of at least constantly being able to entertain people. If you like my content, cool. I'm happy to at least be an entertainer to those that enjoy my content. If you don't like my content, well, that's fair enough. I can't force someone to at least like my shit. But I'll at least still try to at least expand out to at least see if I can either meet new people that are interested in working with me, or it's a lot of things. But yeah. So, stay consistent. Don't be consistent with the same game. Branch out from different games. You're doing trendy. It's such a fucking headache. But at the same time, it can pay off really well or really horrible. It just really fucking depends. But
yep.
Yeah. But at least for me, even if I see the negative, I still personally feel the positive outweighs it, because I've met so many people that I at least loved getting the opportunity to do stuff with. That honestly speaking is always fun to at least know that I'm still associated, or we're still homies even if we don't say much. It's just pretty cool. Pretty neat. I need to stop fucking with this fidget spinner. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's really it for my part for that subject. What about you, Sakura? Do you have anything to say about that?
Not particularly.
Fair enough.
My thoughts on it don't go nearly as far, because I just can't subscribe to the point of it, right?
Oh, that's
in
fair.
general, I've never sought out for any form of internet fame or infamy. Don't much care. As far as the money that comes from being in that bracket, regardless of the platform that you're on, yeah, I never felt it worth all the hoops that you have to jump through, and all of the what feels like in order to actually be at the place that you want to be. All of the just being on your knees, basically begging, just not just the viewership, but just other people that are way up there to shove venues and various people into your direction, until eventually people are like, how'd this person get so popular? They literally had to beg for it and bleed for it, or they just got lucky. One of the two. Either you got insanely lucky right out the gate and had all the material to make it after you faked it, or you had a collective of people that all made you what you are. And one is cool. Like if you got it and you did it, you know, the whole luck route, awesome, great. The other way just feels like something worse than the application of being in like a dead end job, because it's not a matter of earning it at that point. It's just a matter of maintaining it, and it just seems horrible mentality wise, because you just have to be vicious.
Yeah.
And it's just never for me.
Ah, that's fair enough.
And I'm way out of that particular loop of things and people. I think for me, it like yourself, it was less to deal with any form of fame or anything like that. It was just the people, the journey. The journey was the most interesting part of it all.
Yeah.
I feel like that journey, at least for me, is not as appealing. I feel like I have to go down a different road in this day and age, just because my mind is not in the same place, and it shows anytime I do these things on my own. It shows right up the gate that there's no way to really fake it. I don't do the faking it well at all, and
Fair
I
enough.
don't really plan to.
That's still at least a good mentality of like, hey, you still want to have something genuine, not like plastic. I guess is
not forced and just sad and tragic, because it's like those individuals that have to be a part of, like, I don't know, like those, not game shows, but like, you know, the shows that are all about like teaching kids, and it's these adults that are in goofy outfits or whatever the case may be, and while the cameras are on, they're totally fine, and then when they're off, they're just like, I hate the job, my life, everything around me.
Or it's just
may snap a child in half at some point and not realize I've done it until I come back to consciousness, kind of deal. And I'm just like, well, yeah, I don't need to ever experience that mentality or that feeling.
Yeah, and that's fair. Like, I can't, like, and it's not for everyone. Like, I'm gonna be real, it would not be for everyone.
You have to have like some hard roots in there. Like I 100% respect you and some of the folks that I know that are still doing it, regardless of wherever it may end up. I can only hope that it ends up in the best of places, but just like, regardless, you're still doing it, obviously. Yep. And I 100% respect that.
Hasn't killed me yet. Haha.
And hopefully it never does.
But yeah, no. I have too many people that won't let me at least get me hurt like that.
Yeah. I'll kill you if you die. Don't you know?
wait a minute. Why do I have a weird sense of deja waffle?
I'll resurrect you myself and beat you back to death.
Nah, but I get that. I generally get that, though. But it is an ordeal. It is a battle. But it's just, there's also just factors with it. But at least for me, at the end of the day, because I've always been told, if you find something or someone worth it, then you at least fight for it. For me, at least in the entertainment side, I wish to always continue fighting for it, because I still value the entertainment, I still value the interactions. And even if people at least come and go, I still at least cherish even the good memories behind each experience I've had with them. Because there have been a lot of people that kind of exit stage left, at least in the entertainment side, or just straight up just fucked off from the internet, period. And whenever you see like people that fuck off from the internet, period, I'm just like, damn. I hope they're doing well. I hope they're doing alright. I hope they remember me. Okay, now I'm done. But yeah, that's sappy, sentimental side of it all. So do it if you find value. If you don't push yourself into at least making something that's not genuine. I guess is a good way to do it. Also, don't try to primarily make it for money, because that's what will always get you a shot in the foot at the end of the day.
That will hurt you the worst and the fastest.
Yep. Unless you know how to be a complete scumbag, but that's just a complete story. Anyways, change the subject before I at least continue something where I start wars with other entertainers. Let's not do that. I'd rather not do that. Anyways.
It's better to not even play the what is it? The pronoun game. You just don't want to get in the game. You don't want to get in the game.
Yeah. Let's not step on people's feet just yet. We'll step on their feet about anything else.
This one guy I know, like this one lady I know. It's like, no, we don't need to go there.
No. We don't need to at least start the fire. They already at least set themselves fire. If someone's already getting cooked, let them cook. Let them cook. They don't need more than they already are already in right now. But
yeah,
leads into our last subject.
I am proud of entertainers like yourself. And speaking of entertainment, I think that's probably what I've been finding the hardest thing to get to is joy.
And that's fair.
That's my starting point for this segment, is that it's very, very much so more nowadays than before. It's just finding reasons to be okay.
Yeah.
It's not happy. It's just okay.
Compliant.
Yeah.
I think is a nice term for it. I guess. I mean, honestly, at least a PSA for those that still listen or at least watch this, because for those that don't know, this will also be on the YouTube side. The podcast is usually a bi-weekly thing, so that we still are able to get our gaming on. But it's always good. The PSA is basically always check up on your friends, see how they doing, even if it's just a simple hi, hello, because it's always good to just make sure your homies are at least okay. Because sometimes, even if you didn't know, sometimes they could be in really not a happy place in their mind, and all they just need is a simple, hey, are you okay? Hey, you good, home slice? Remember, I appreciate you. Remember, you can always talk to me, even if it's just the simple things.
Yeah.
But
it's always good to check in.
Always good. Communication's always a nice thing to even hear, even if it's a simple blip of, hey, what's up? None. But yeah.
The small things matter.
The small things truly do matter. Of saying the highs, hellos, the how do you do's. Because
doesn't always mean you'll have the energy to do it, but when you do, because you will have it at some point, do it.
Yeah. And even if it's like it's gonna take you a hot minute to at least reply back, just be like, hey, sorry, I've been just kinda like not feeling up for things. And it's like, hey, that's fine. You do you. You can't force it. Some people at least do force it because they want to at least be like, hey, I gotta get that bread. Haha, not calling himself out, haha. Cries in corner.
Oh, the corner, Vincent.
Ah!
Get back over here near the microphone.
It's comfy here. I put snacks and fruit roll-ups and hot cocoa in a thermos.
Just bring them over here.
No.
Just bring them all the way
back. It has my blankie with it. The blankie has a little stitch on it that says you're doing great. And I'm proud of you.
It's bolted to the ground. Bring that too.
But yeah, I guess you're at least trying to be complacent on where you at, Sakura.
Just finding things to smile about, my dude. That's the main goal. That's why I've taken up these particular hobbies. Is why I'm much more, what's the word? Around, I guess, is like the best way to put it.
Yeah. Like I
I'm
see
just looking for those reasons and holding on to the ones that I find at the time.
that. No, that's fair enough. Honestly speaking, at least your consistency with hanging out with friendos or just finding stuff to at least do with others has been a consistent. Because honestly speaking, I don't want to say this in like a creepy fashion, but like while I'm doing my own shit or I'm just like working on stuff or even just grinding in Persona, and I just need alone time, I usually look into the Funky Bunch server and I look, and if I see y'all, I'm just like, nice. I'm always happy to see, like, even if it's just everyone just chilling out playing Boner's Gate 3. No, I will not change, like, I will not call it anything else but Boner's Gate 3.
Don't, because of the mods, that's exactly what's in there.
God damn it. I didn't need. Fuck. Fair enough. I can't argue
man, you want to escape it. Well, there's only one path really. Either you're someone who plays the game with mods, or you're someone who doesn't. If you're someone who doesn't, totally different play style at this point. 100% different world. Which I think is just the funniest thing.
Yeah.
But if you find the mods,
when they work,
a level of
they
degeneracy
work.
in you. If you have that level, because everybody does, it's just depending on it, you will fall into the dark side and you will never escape.
You know, and that's fine. That's fair enough. I can't argue that.
The dark side's fine.
The dark, like, like curious side of anyone. Like, gotta do it. Can't stop me. Gotta do it.
Gotta. It's a choice. A choice people make.
Yeah, see, there it is. It's like, yeah, there it is.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about you?
For real, for real?
Yes.
I guess I'll go with genuine honesty with this. I've been fucking stressed for a while because at least the stability of my household is currently rocky, and I'm just like trying to maintain a single level of calm before I at least lose my literal and physical shit. But I cope.
Yeah.
I cope. I use coping means of like video games, streaming. My wife, hi wife.
Hi, baby.
And also trying to at least job search. A lot of it has been draining on my mental health personally, but I try to at least do what I can, or taking naps. It's like how I took a nap today, that I'm using an app basically to take like side jobs at gasoline stations, that I'm gonna be waking up and doing like a small like 3-hour shift of just cleaning shit out of a gas station for a temp job until I find a legitimate job. And I'm like, this is money. I can't complain. You can't complain if it gives you money. Or at least finding another app I'm using that I'm eventually gonna fuck around and find out with. But the only issue is, it only pays like $3, $4, and that's just, hey, go to a store, take a photo of it. Oh, it didn't look good. Reject it. Try again. Oh, it looks good now. Here, have $3. Basically, it's like taking photos of shit for audits, being like, oh, this looks good. Oh, this doesn't look good. And then there's some that you're like, oh, hey, you got to communicate with management and stuff like that so they can readjust and stuff. And I was like, all right, that pays bills. I mean, all right, that gives me money. So basically, I'm doing what I can at least with the abilities and skill sets I have. Whenever it's just manual labor, and I'm just like, I generally speaking, even if I don't like janitorial 100%, I like it more than interacting with people. Because I hate fucking people IRL. Entertainment, online, perfectly fine. I love people on the internet. Even if some of them piss me off. But I love people on the internet more than people IRL, because some people IRL make me want to punch them in the mouth.
And see, the difference is, whereas people on the internet that do that, When you think about those thoughts, you're like, man, it's a good thing I can't punch him in the mouth. But then when there's people right in front of you, like, man, you are in striking distance. I don't know.
You're in throat punching range. Stay away from me. But
maybe, just maybe, I might act on it.
I might punch you in your fucking mouth. Stay the fuck away from me. Don't interrupt me.
Vincent. I've got a solution, all right. I've got
Not
the
robbing a
best
bank.
way. No, well, now we can't. But
God damn it.
hear me out. Now we have this.
What's that?
It'll put you through everything you'll have to know going forward.
Hate you.
I
hate you.
Everything. It'll be a much better experience.
I'm not spending $20 on that. I'm not spending $20 on that.
Would you spend 12?
No, but it's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing anyways. Oh, I hate the fact that it's basically something I'm gonna possibly do anyways as a temp
but
gig.
this could make it more fun. You could go there to do it, and then you could come home to do this, which is just that, but by your own terms.
If I wanted to do it by my own terms, I'll just go and just try to kiss up to the internet like I normally do. Hey, yo, by the way, chat, I am accepting donations just because, household's a little bit unstable. Would appreciate. Also, if you donate, it spooks the shit out of me because spooky random alerts. Because did I remember to turn off spook alerts for whenever I had the whole event known as Spook the Elf? No, I fucking did it. But at least the money...
Chat. Yeah. With those new shoes. Did you do something with your hair? You looking kind of nice right now. I just want to let you know that. You don't know how I know that you look nice, but I know it, alright? You looking nice right now.
But yeah. So
another thing that's looking nice, your wallet. Now have you done something nice with that?
Nah. But at least generally speaking, I always joke about things, but generally speaking, there was a little bit where I was kind of like, how we brought up the whole entertainment side. I won't lie. It has at least strained my mindset for a little bit, where it's just like, hey, not many, like, I'm losing people that don't seem interested. I'm like, that's fine. But it still hurts my brain. It still gives me the sad juices, being like, hey, yo, people are dipping, people are diving. And then I do the dumbest part of my brain of, hey, yo, look at that person that you've seen previously, that you no longer associate with, and they're slightly doing better than you. And I'm like, fuck off, brain. Not on purpose. I don't do this too much, but okay, I did
Fair.
back in the day. But yeah, I love entertaining, so even if I do, at that random times, do the sad comparison, I will not let it stop me, because this is the only thing, generally speaking, outside of being with my lovely partner, that has kept me stable, like mentally afloat, outside of interacting with my lovely friends, and also just trying to figure out what to do next for just to have fun. Because I still have fun with entertainment. I still have fun with video editing. I still have fun streaming some random bullshit game, or at least shrieking at the top of my lungs about perishing in a fucking video game. Or like looking at memes, or at least trying to create a meme accidentally. Not the first, not the last.
What you're saying is more dread out. More dread out and ladies whose hair extend to the 9th dimensions.
Listen, only if we go back to Half-Life.
We still have 2 episodes.
Yep. Only if we at least go back to that, and also Half-Life 1.
You listen to me, you listen well, alright? We go back to Half-Life 1. You and me are having a dance with tall women.
That's fine. Not the first, not the last. Already did. Been there, done that. Can't spook me with that one. I mean, will be constantly scared of that, but weird Mental
Alright.
trauma for some reason because tall lady.
Alright, going back to Fatal Frame. Going back.
I thought we were gonna, anyways.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Especially since the other remake of another game that got ported over to PC, which apparently was from the Wii, not the Wii U. And it's just like, okay,
this
cool.
time it's the Crystal Suitcase.
The crystal
Fatal
soup.
Frame.
Don't you like crystal soup?
Fatal Frame. Crystal map. Wait, what?
Wait, Sakura. Random question. You're able to get find it on that site?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Find anything I want.
Oh.
On eBay.
Oh, yeah, eBay.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I told them.
No,
I'm so very
the
sorry.
secret is out. Our eBay info. No.
I am so sorry. eBay. I'm so
Can't believe.
So anyway, once I go on eBay, I can definitely get it for us.
Yeah. I know that we at least trying to do the Tom Clancy stuff through eBay. Would that work? Through eBay?
Yes, easily.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well then, yeah. Time to fuck around and find out then. That makes it a
You just
lot
come over
of
to
things.
my house and we'll have an LAN party.
It's. Why are you abbreviating it? It's just saying LAN. Just say LAN party.
No, I've always said LAN.
Why? Well, why? Are you afraid of LAN Hikaru?
For the same reason that people say GIF instead of GIF.
Ah,
I just like
chaos.
to start a fight.
You know what? I can't argue that, but still, goddamn it. It's like the people that at least dress up like Michael Myers and then drives by, spooking the shit out of people by doing the dead head turn.
But it's just like, you can stop that at any point in time.
No.
Like whipped cream, adding extra to the whip in the whipped cream. You don't have to do that.
You
Do you
don't
choose to?
understand. It's
Oh,
funny.
okay.
We gotta at least make sure it burns.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's at it again. Nakuma is at it again. Oh my gosh. Upsetting.
That's someone made. Oh my god, they made Gamma in fucking Armored Core. Sorry, I had to look at this before we reach the tail end of this of this podcast. They made Gamma.
What in the actual Fitzgerald?
I love that. That's amazing. Can you see all of me? I mean, someone did put Joey Wheeler's face on the on the mech, so I can't be mad. Can't be mad, but I'm also surprised. But
What the hell?
yes. But the real question is there anything to add to this, my dear friend?
At this point in time, no. I think just right now it's just the journey to being happy.
Yeah,
That's
journey,
really
journey to the
but, like,
west.
No, it's journey from the west.
Journey to the east?
Nope.
Okay.
Just as bad.
Shit, journey to the middle?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
fair enough.
have to meet there at some point.
Fair enough.
Journey to the center of the earth.
God. Wait, no, that's where Donkey Kong is.
Yeah, no, I need my money back.
No, don't fight Donkey Kong. Wait, I thought I thought Godzilla owed you money. Wait, why does Donkey Kong owe you money?
Because Godzilla won't pay.
I
Godzilla said Donkey Kong has my money, so that's where I have to go next.
This is some shit. Alright, so now we go to the official last bit for today's stream. That is Q&A. So I'm hitting that lovely minute timer, so if you have any questions, concerns, complaints, please let us know today. Right now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
And don't forget, we're watching you. We see your hands moving over that mouse. We see you clicking to another page in your browser. We're watching that right now, live. See that? That's nice. Oh, yo, they're funny. Yeah, I like them too. Okay, you can't drown us out with music. Don't click that. Don't click play on that song. You can wait. You can wait till this is over.
Start drowning out with Five Nights at Freddy's music.
That would be the funniest thing if you just start slowly playing that as I was saying this. It's just at some point our voices stop and it's just the music and people come back to the stream. Oh man.
Man, that's crazy. Well, the official timer is up. Oh, stop. Crazy.
Can't. It's the only thing I've heard. It's the only thing I've heard for so long, Vincent.
Yeah.
Man, I still need to get my money back from Godzilla. That was a crazy thing. I never thought Godzilla would run from me, but you know what? Sometimes. The only thing that can scare a monster is owing someone money.
That and the IRS. You don't fuck with the IRS.
Was I part of the IRS at that time?
Apparently. Because the Joker couldn't. The Joker didn't want to fuck with the IRS.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
What we hearing now? Is that the content you want? You want Five Nights at Freddy's music, you?
Yeah, I do. This is how we end today's stream. And then, for those that are curious, if you want to see the uploaded version, it will be on the YouTube side. So wait, fuck. I don't know how to type. There you go.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's because I told you plurals don't exist for moose, and you were like, nothing makes sense anymore.
A little bit. Just a wee bit.
But it's fine. We got there, you know? And we got there together, like a family.
But for now, we'll at least end it there with Five Nights at Freddy's, the little stupid music box theme. And we're gonna find someone to lift you up and make them your problem.
We'll find someone to lift you up, and lift your mood up, and lift your spirit up.
And
then eventually just lift you up, yeah.
And then just give you gentle cheek kisses.
And lift your mood up.
And lift
your spirit.
And then lift you
and then eventually just lift you up. They might ask us to pay for that.
Yes.
We may have to pay for that.
I almost accidentally looped you saying the same thing over. Oh, I thought you were continuing the bit, but into a bigger bit. Okay, I think I can pick us up, and I will show us. Let's see. Okay, sunflowers or wolf?
Sunflowers, I guess?
Alright, thank you, Sakura. We're gonna go and raid Sunflower Giggles. Thanks, Sakura.
You're welcome.
That's my
Random
excuse.
citizen.
You motherfucker. I can't believe you used that joke on me. How dare you random citizen me, you fuck. I feel abused. Anyways, I'm leaving. Good night, everyone. Har, 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 har. This is a dumb joke. Can't wait to lose. Fucking shit. Oh, no.
Hey. Hey.
What?
Hello.
Hello? 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 What are you doing here? Watch the live action of Five Nights at Freddy's, idiot! Alright, but take care. Have a lovely day, night, whatever time zone. Will I stream tomorrow, depending on my mood? Alright,
Oh.
bye!